Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Flight Deck Sim members-only group flights, 22nd of March 2025, 3 minutes past 8 in the morning. Of course, it's X-Plane 12 and the Zebra Mod 737. Here we are in beautiful New Zealand, Queenstown. Look at the scenery. I've downloaded some beautiful Ortho 4XP for today's sector. Our 63rd members-only group flight. We had a late flurry of bookings as well whilst I was asleep. The sim is 12 hours behind live time, so albeit it's 8 o'clock or so in the evening, it's 8 o'clock in the sim here. For us in X-Plane 12, so we can enjoy that beautiful scenery for our flights to the capital Auckland, which we're overloading today. Flight time for us guys in Queenstown, 1 hour 30 minutes. Those guys from Sydney departed about 2 hours ago, and we have a small group starting departures about 30 minutes from Christchurch as well. But yeah, we've managed to squeeze everyone on this tiny little apron in Queenstown. Great to see Alpaca 246 Tango just started pushback. We can see Alpaca 6 Golf Foxtrot 96 Lima Whiskey. I think that's you, Simbear, just piped up in chat. Hope you're doing well. Alpaca 8 Charlie Mike and Alpaca 1 4 Charlie. We all managed to squeeze in. I guess it's departing runway 05. We should have full ATC for the sector as well. I think this is a procedural airport. I'm not sure if having to depart on your own. I'll listen in onto the local frequency anyway, the area frequency controller. But nice to see you guys here. And look, is it? Oh no, it's not almost Boeings. There's a lot of Airbuses here. There's 2 Airbuses, but there's definitely more Boeings than Airbuses. We've got a 319 and Alpaca 1-4 Charlie here in the end. Look at the Ortho, looking absolutely resplendent here. Anyway, let's zoom on in towards our aircraft. After taking Jordan's made livery. He's also taking part in the group flight. This is the Boeing Alpaca Airways livery, which is a play on the Ryanair Special Edition Boeing 737. Anyway, I'll just turn the sim down here. Actually, I'll zoom in a little bit further away from the aircraft because that was noisy GPU. But we got here in chat. We've got Listerman. Good morning to you. There's a lot of codes. There's codes around, that's for sure. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Sasha, sadly unable to resolve sim issues in time to take part. We'll enjoy watching along. Oh, sorry, Sasha. I know you messaged me last night saying you're having issues. Yeah, when sims go wrong, they can go wrong spectacularly. I remember about a year ago I was having all sorts of issues with Microsoft Flight Simulator. It took me ages to rectify, so I hope you get down to sorting those issues. Usually a full clean install works and it's not too difficult to reset up again because it saves all your presets, but good luck with that, Sasha. Rufus the Puddle, I've been assigned Flight Marshal. I only have grenades, so no nonsense. Right, Rufus, we'll bear that in mind. Seeing explosions going around, I don't know why. Who, Chum, good morning to you. Lee Holcroft, Jordan, hello, good day to you. Kia ora. Rakan 320's here. Greg Scott, Ian Keen is here too. Greetings from Hong Kong and safe flight, Captain. Thank you very much. Welcome on board. And Kit Kat, David Bromwich, you're here too as well. Good morning to you. Yep, full clean install. That's what you need to do, Sasha. Just served my in-flight meal. Wonderful, Kit Kat. So we'll look at the progress of everyone on Navigraph as we look around as well. Hello, Simbear. Good day to you as well. Anyway, this is just stock Ortho 4XP. Someone's gone to the effort of making the scenery look very nice in X-Plane, and yeah, there's only been one group flight where I've not taken the Zebra Mod 737. In fact, the last time we streamed this aircraft was our members only group flight 4 weeks ago. There's been so many incredible aircraft to fly recently. Oh, are we departing on the other runway? That's definitely not a takeoff speed, Alpaca 246 Tango. Maybe we've got to backtrack and depart off runway 23. We'll see what the situation is with ATC shortly. But anyway, let's zoom on into our aircraft because it's been recently raining this morning, so nice and damp here in Queenstown. Right then, so what I'm going to do is get some electrical power onto my aeroplane. So battery on, GPU on the bus, electric hydraulic pumps on, landing gear lever is down. We then have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green lights here as well. So don't know much about ATC here in Queenstown. I think I've done a stream here before with no ATC, or maybe I did. It was such a long time ago. I can't remember what the situation is here. So I've tuned in Christchurch, and there is an ATIS available set up too. So we'll see what's going on. Morning, Lee JC and Kit Kat Catering from Alpaca Executive is the best. Oh, are you flying business jet, Kit Kat? Maybe you've taken the Lineage. Enjoyed flying that a couple of days ago. We'll look at that again soon. But also, Aerosoft have sent me V2 of their CRJ. Now, I'm on standby on Monday, so I could potentially look at it then. I've not flown that aircraft since release, but they've updated that to V2. So, yeah, it's all about commuter jets at the moment being released. There's only one currently, Sam, Christchurch Centre. Yes, I think we'll get more ATC later. I don't know whether Christchurch are dealing with departures from Queenstown or if it's a procedural airport we just need to depart ourselves. I'm not that sure. Anyway, let's do the fault and fire test. So, check the squibs, master caution, overheat detector. We have fault APU detector in op. Let's do the fire test. And we have fire warning bell, light, 3 fire warning lights, 2 overheat lights, and a wheel well light too. Perfect, so that's working normally. Emergency exit lights will arm. We'll test the attend button. I have synced the OFP flight plan. Yeah, it sounds like Christchurch are dealing with departures from here. That's good to know. I need to go here to airside services, load OFP. Now, should I take a little bit of extra fuel? Oh, I think that'll be alright, won't they? My alternate's Wellington, and it's 3.3 with standard block fuel. I'm going to take 15 minutes, guys. You never know with these events. So 7.7, 600 kilos of fuel is 15 minutes in the 737. So let's call it 7.7 plus 600 is 8.3 tons. Just to allow for 15-20 minutes holding at Auckland. There we are. And activate. So that starts the boarding process. You can see it's extended the air stairs. The door will open shortly. And if I remember rightly, we'll have the banging around from all the cleaners in the background. There we are, perfect. Rufus, is this the max look smaller? No, this is the NG, so the 737-800 variant. Oh yes, you can always see the aircraft type I'm flying. I always update that before the stream. There we are. So we've started the boarding process. We still need to refuel, so we'll leave the seatbelt sign off for now. Flaps are up, which match the indicated position. Yes, that's up. Refueling started. Yep, flaps are up. Let's do alternate lighting here on the pedestal. I can't wait for this X-Plane 12 update, which makes the cockpits brighter. Rudder end on trims 3 and 0. Check the gear extension door. Oh, because I'm in New Zealand, the camera's got upside down. I love it when it does that. Listen how to fix it. Check the circuit breakers on the first officer's side. Mac airspeed warning test. Still warning test, need to wait a little bit longer because when you just had AC power connected. 8 minutes to the alignment. And circuit breakers are all in. Check the emergency equipment tech log, aircraft's fully serviceable. Great, there we are. Dynamo, what are you laughing at? What did I say? Rakan, just curious if anyone knows why didn't Heathrow have standby power for the terminals? Good discussion point for today. I think they actually had, from what I've been reading this morning, backup power available, but they didn't have the amount of redundancy they wanted or something. There'll certainly be heads rolling in some sort of board of directors somewhere, but yes, I do see Heathrow is running back to normal operation, but this backlog and knock-on effect will take days to clear, but yeah, interesting. Perfect, so we've done the safety inspection. Let's grab the ATIS and the latest weather conditions. 126.4. There we are.
2.12. QNH1013.
Clean as loud as ever. It's runway 23 for departure.
Notify receipt of India. Queenstown information India issued at 0773 Zulu. Expect RNP approach runway 23. Runway condition wet.
I don't know what they're used to looking upside down.
Control 129.3.
That's what everything looks like for them.
Surface wind 330 degrees 5 knots. Visibility 23 kilometers.
All loaded up and you will
Present weather light rain. Cloud.
Light rain apparently.
View at 6,000 feet. Broken at 10,000 feet. Temperature 17. 2.12. QNH1013. On first contact with Queenstown ADC, notify receipt of India.
That's all noted. I'm concerned.
Alpaca 21 just confirm that you have your flight plan filed on it. I have one here for you.
I'm a little concerned that I'm not on live weather, because it did say 17, this is 15 and 1013, which would also imply that it's not live weather, but you can see you have lots of cloud here, and it does say QNH 1014, yeah, we're definitely on live weather. But we'll go off the QNH off the ATIS, 1013, runway 23, oh, who's tried to take off in a non-suitable aircraft? I don't know. Runway 23 then, so departing, yeah, in the event of an engine out's failure, we need to sort of make a left turn into over the lake, so I have to go for that. Who's trying to... No, that's definitely not one of our guys. Someone's tried to spawn in an A380, definitely not one of my guys. Brilliant. Right, 1013 is set, and oh, what's happened? Oh yeah, my camera stopped working then. MFRA then, yeah, because of the terrain, there would be definitely a unique engine out SID departure. What I'm going to do is set 2,200 feet just for an acceleration point. There we are. That will do. Or let's set 2172. That's about 1,000 feet above aerodrome elevation.
Christchurch information, Bravo.
Let's have a listen in. Gives an idea what our clearance would be.
You're cleared the Auckland 1, flight level 350. The Gutboo 1 Papa departure.
Oh, what departure?
Squawking 5.
Glad I'm listening in. The what departure?
Alpaca 2-1 Quebec.
I'm looking at all the SIDs here. I'm trying to cheat. Oh, there is an A380 inbound. Brilliant. Right. Well, I'll listen out for you guys to chat and work out what SID we can expect. Perfect. So Sevler will be the expected SID. Or towards Savler, that's the transition. Robert's enjoying the climb up. Fantastic, that's good to hear. It's a beautiful departure, that's why I wanted to depart from Queenstown. Right, FMC then, let's load our position. So in Queenstown, November, what was it? November Zulu, Quebec, November. GPS left. Request. Thanks, Dave. I was waiting for someone to come in. So I'll wait for the sim brief flight plan to come through. It's ready. So load. There we are. So we can select departures, runway 23, and as advised, a Savler by Ampop 5 Bravo. So I'll just select those on my charts as well. It's always great having guinea pigs ahead. Without getting confirmation bias, that is. Yeah, definitely runway 23. Oh, wow. Is that the correct one? Oh, no. Can't be that one. Ampop. Oh, yeah, I've selected the wrong one. That's fine. Perfect. Yeah, 23 is definitely better because you can sort of climb away over the lake, get some height before heading northeast. Thanks, Simba. No, 5 Bravo. 6 Bravo. Ah! 6 Bravo. I've selected the wrong one, haven't I? Why? That's weird. I can't change it now. Brilliant. Let me execute it. Oh, have I not updated my database? There is no AppNov. Why have I already got 5? Oh, I updated the database. Has to. I think nav data updated. I updated that yesterday. I should definitely have the correct database. Yeah, look, active until April. 16th of April, from the 20th of March. What's happened there? Oh, the 5 Bravo works. Okay, perfect. There must be some... The Navigraph database hasn't updated properly, but yeah. We'll check it carefully against the 6 Bravo on Navigraph, make sure we're happy. Arrivals then, I should think they're going to be landing on ILS 23 left today. For now, I will just leave the star at... Where are we terminating? I did do a little test sector yesterday. Dave, anything via Dave? Let's just go for a Dave 6 Alpha for now. We'll just tie it up later. There's no discontinuities, great. Good, perf. 0 fuel weights in. Reserves for Wellington, we need 3.3 tons. 37,000 feet for us, I think. Yes. Executes. 37,000 feet sets. Cruise wind, we'll put the top of climb wind in here, 294 at 29. Top of climb ices +2. Perfect. Now, let's check performance. It's a short runway here, we'll probably be full 26k. There we are, so we'll go full length runway 23 now. Just want to make sure we've got wet selected, yes. Actually, I'll be off. We'll use... I won't use improved climb, calculate. Oh, just before I do that, guys, I need to set up new sky as well before I input all this information. Laura did not expect to be awake at this hour. Yeah, it's going to be early morning for you. Definitely too late to try and make this one. Silly down unders and their backward times and seasons. I'm not saying anything. Excuse me. There we are. So I just forgot to book my new sky. Alpaca 63 November Zulu. Oh, so what's my call sign? Departure. And we're going to Boeing 738. QNH has changed. And we'll be departing. Should be at 8:30. Just need to move the actual. Perfect. So there's it booked. I haven't done as many flights for Alpaca Airways this week because we've been flying different airlines, haven't we? Start flight. Perfect. Right, that's that done. Performance, let's have a look at the OPT. So this is showing... Oh, look! Flap 10 for departure. Who wants to place a bet I forget to go flap 10 for during the before taxi flow? This is such a threat. Now, the reason we go on flap 10 is it's because it's a short runway. We want to have a better takeoff roll. So that is flap 10. And the thrust is going to be full thrust at 26k, no D rate, so 26k and 99.4. Flap 10 CG is 20.3, 4.5 units. So the trim does change based off thrust settings. 4.5 speeds. We've got wet speeds. 27, 35, 45. They're all within a knot, so we can select those speeds. And chat remains silent. No Donna Osina. I don't want to get the flaps wrong. 145 set. Perfect. Let's get rid of the performance. Yeah, it's unusual actually to do a... Well, it's not unusual. Flap 10 improves your short field performance. But that's why we've got it. It's a very short runway here. Right, overhead panel, yaw dampers on, now transfer display switch is normal auto, fuel, 4 pumps. We do only have 500 kilos in the centre, so we avoid turning on the centre tank pumps until 10,000 feet to avoid nuisance master cautions. That's all set. Trim air's on, voice recorder's on, packs auto, that's all set, sea level. And our destination Auckland, start the APU. Flight director's on. I don't know what the SID stop level is for now. It won't be 2,000, so I'll just set something like 7,100. Runway 23, what's the runway QDM here? It is 233. Perfect. 233 is set. Perfect. What about cardio? Reset. FMC will have legs for you. Jim, you can have terrain airports. Called the train around here. Wow. And navigators are all set here. Perfect. Someone's going around somewhere. Perfect. I'll take on with flat 5. I think you'll be alright, Robert. Jordan. Oh yeah, flap 25 in the Poseidon. Yeah, I mean, at my operator, we always take off flap 5. Other airlines are a little bit more flexible with flaps for departure, but flap 5 is probably the best overall flap setting for efficiency and takeoff performance. But certainly with shorter runways, yeah, flap 25, you're going to be taking off at very short runways with that. And the climb performance is really bad with flap 25, so much drag. But you can get off in a shorter distance. Right, that's all set. Let's grab our clearance, which you're off in 8 minutes. Whilst we wait for that, we'll get Pushback connected.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
It won't let me connect first. Oh no, isn't it with better pushback? It's a bit broken with the Zebo mod. Oh, I remember this, guys. I've updated the Zebo mod. And better pushback. I think it's broken. Oh no. I might have to I remember, didn't I last stream have to use the default one? Power back time. Let me just reset the plug-in.
Alpaca 1 for Charlie, Christchurch control identified, climb unrestricted, flight level 370. Climb unrestricted, flight level 370.
Yeah, it's definitely broken now. Now I've pressed connect first. It's broken. Look, without pressing anything, it just times out.
Christchurch calling for clearance.
Unless yeah, it just times out. You can steer the default pushback. Is that with rudder, David? And that's Shift G, isn't it? Yeah. So if just correct. If I press straight, can I steer with the rudder? With pushback. Cheers, David. Brilliant. Well, I'll have to use that. There's definitely been in the last year or so, compatibility issues with the Zebra mod. Better pushback. Right. What stand am I on here? It was a good idea that we departed. If you're departing Christchurch in about half an hour, guys, I don't know if it's later on, there is stand 8 free now and stand 2. It is a tight apron. Anyway, what stand was I on? 2? No, I have 3. What was it? And who's the controller? It is Christchurch, isn't it? Yes. Christchurch control, good day, it's Alpaca 63 November Zulu, stand 3, a couple of information, QNH now 1014, departure clearance to Auckland, please.
Alpaca 63 November Zulu, Christchurch control, standby clearance number 3.
Perfect. So, we...
Central Alpaca 6, Golf Foxtrot, Sun 5, Queenstown for push and start, please.
Okay, oxygen's checked, got my new coffee, I forgot to mention I'm wearing my pyjamas today. It's early morning stream.
5.5.
And light test.
Christchurch control, hello, Alpaca 56 Mike,
There we are, all set.
738, Christchurch, stand 19er, Charlie, QNH 1013, request clearance to Auckland.
Good. So, Simba, you sound like a 10-year-old flight sim. I know, on the radio, I know, I make myself looking young. But talking about becoming an adult, because I only have members here,
Alpaca 8, Charlie Mike, clearance available.
I do have news. As you well know, my lovely lady and I are having a baby. Not here yet, but I will let you know something. I start paternity leave next week. It's not long to go, guys. I will not be telling you anything though until safe delivery of said young one. But yeah, I've got a block of annual leave, block of paternity leave. Giving me about 3 weeks off, starting from next week. So I will be around a little bit more, and then I might be at very short notice not around, which is why I'm wanting to get this group flight done today, and the next group flight, if you don't mind, will be near the end of May, just to allow us to adjust and get used to the new. So not long, not long.
Holding point Alpha 6 via Foxtrot and Alpha, cross runway 29 Alpaca 223.
I'm keen to correct, so you probably only just found out I'm only having a baby, but it's been sort of public knowledge now for about 2 months. Sorry, no. Domino Messina, my apologies. No, end of April. I forgot what month it is. The next MOGF will be end of April. End of April. I forgot what month we're on. So MOGF 64, end of April. So probably about 5 weeks. And then I'll probably do the next one in 3 weeks to bring it back into line. I always try to do it around the middle of the month. Oh, what call sign was that? Simmons of mine.
50.
Rufus the Poodle, thank you very much.
20. 10.
We've got lots, but that will go back into the nappy fund.
Congrats, King. Diapers on me.
Very much, thank you, Rufus the Poodle. Ready to copy Alpaca 63 November Zulu.
Alpaca 63 November Zulu, cleared Auckland 1, flight level 370, the ANPOV 6 Bravo departure, Savila transition, squawk 5061.
Cleared to Auckland on the Auckland 1, flight level 370, and BOV 6 Bravo, Salva transition, squawk 5061, Alpaca 63 November Zulu.
Alpaca 63 November Zulu.
Thank you very much, Dave, for the heads up on the expected SID and transition. Very kind, Rufus Biddle. Thank you. Yes, nappies we have. We're ready. We just wanted to come. We're hoping for an April baby, but because it's spring and obviously very, very nice. But yeah, very exciting. Right, Ampov 6 Bravo. We've discussed the difference on the charts already. 5061. And AP can go on the bus. There we go. AP bleed on to get some nice conditioned air in the cabin. And let's just check the SID together, make sure we're happy with the routing. So we have got the SID which says fly the RMP authorization required. So my operator, we couldn't fly this, just turn up and fly it. But you need special authorization. But essentially we're going to Quebec November 727. The reason is the RMP requirements are much lower, 0.3 or lower, and we're going to be going a left turn arc to Cabab. Oh, that seems to vary from this chart. Uh-oh. Cabab. Oh, it's there, Cabab. Quebec. Yeah, the waypoints have changed the name slightly. So instead of Quebec November 732, they've got Cabab. So basically it goes there, then no love, but I can't see that on the chart. I can see Rukax, then Belpy. So it's okay. It's just a chart mix match, and then Bugsa, and then there's the turn to Dugak. So I'm happy to accept this one. Quebec November 817 Enkov.
Alpaca 56 Mike.
They've got different waypoint names, but it's there. Vitux, Ampov, and Akmad as well. So there's no stop level apart from here. Rukax 90 or below. So we'll set that, and it'll be by ATC. And approaching 9,000, we'll just confirm if it's unrestricted climb. Right, there we are. Robert, funny to hear the caps on the frequency. It's been a while. Ah, yes. Do I sound that much younger? I must do.
Time now.
Simba, can we take Sasha's slot and go 5 minutes early? Yes, if you're ready to go, Simba, go for it. Yeah, usually at this stage here, the slots, as I said, is to provide sequence, but if you see an available slot, please feel free to move on to it. We're due out now, actually, so we'll request push and start when we can.
Alpaca 30 November Zulu taxi, hold put Alpha 4 runway 23 for the apron.
So I just want to zoom in on Navigraph here.
Alpaca 10 Tango Tango, clearance available.
So we'll get our clearance in where we can.
We're ready, Alpaca 10 Tango Tango.
I forgot how beautiful New Zealand is, by the way. The scenery on this departure is amazing. I want to do a VFR flying in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024.
We're cleared Auckland 1, Gatbu 1 Papa
So
departure, Glen transition, flight level 330, squawk 5601, Alpaca 1.
70 knot tailwind. Ah, David, you've got your feet down. Put your foot down.
Tango Tango, red, correct. Is on tree 88, wind ready, descend, flight level 17, aggression 150.
Oh gosh, I forgot to run the checklist.
Safety inspection checklist. Surfaces and chocks.
Check.
I've flying this aircraft for ages.
Is on tree 88, wind ready, descend, flight level 150.
Electric hydraulic pumps.
On.
Landing gear lever.
Down.
Ship's library.
Check.
Safety inspection checklist
This will
complete.
be the quickest completion of the checklist ever.
Before start checklist to the line. IRS mode selectors.
Now.
Gear pins.
Removed.
Light test.
Alpaca
Check.
223, reporting upon runway
Tested
202,
100%.
clear for takeoff.
Yaw damper.
Runway 02.
Nav transfer and display switches.
Normal
Where's
and
that?
auto.
Fuel.
Is that Christchurch? Fuel, so we require a minimum of 7.6. We've got 83 on board. 4 pumps on.
Fuel pump.
4 pumps on.
Cabin util IFE galley power.
On.
Emergency exit lights.
Arm.
Fasten belt.
On.
Window heat.
On.
Air conditioning.
PX auto. Bleeds on.
Pressurization.
So we've got 370 and land house sets.
Check.
Pressurization mode selector.
Auto.
Instruments.
Cross checked.
Auto brake.
RTO.
Hydraulics.
Normal.
Speed brake.
Down. Detect.
Config checked as
Parking
well.
brake. Stab trim cutout switches.
Normal.
Wheel well fire warning.
check.
Radios, radar and transponder.
Perfect. So set and
Set
standby.
and standby.
Rudder and aileron trim.
Alpaca 102,
1-0.
So
Takeoff
can you
briefing.
confirm our initial cleared
Discussed.
altitude?
Perfect.
PA.
Complete.
FMC CDU.
Oh, that guy got clearance straight up to
N1
cruise. So
N1
I wouldn't take that
IS
presumption in
Auckland.
real life, but
Set.
it'll be the same.
Stab trim.
Set.
Performance,
Inverse
weight and
mode.
balance.
Just a 437,
Check.
wind
EFB.
descend
Airplane mode
3000,
and stowed.
equipped
Off.
QH1016.
Flight deck windows and cockpit door.
Closed.
Doors.
Queenstown Tower.
Passengers.
738.
Gosh, I forgot about
Before
this.
start checklist completed to the line.
Zulu Bravo 738. Stand by. Pushback tractor is on the way.
I forgot about this default tractor business. Where does it come from again? And will it wait for me to release the brake? Oh, it's been so long. So long. Or request push and start anyway. Alpaca 6-3 November Zulu stand 3 request push and start. There it is. There is the tractor driving through the buildings. Christchurch Centre, Alpaca 6-3 November, Zulu in Queenstown, stand 4, request push and start. Oh no! The pushback tug changed frequencies. Well, Lauren, thank you. Note to self, don't use this, it did. Thank you. Well thought of, Lauren, thank you. I've got to get better pushback working.
Alpaca 21 Quebec.
And but I don't know what's going on with the Zebo mod about the
Hold
pushback.
Alpha 6 via Alpha, cross runway at 29er.
I'm working on it. Alpaca 6-3 November Zulu stand 3 request push and start. Could do
Alpaca 6-3 November Zulu, push and hold position.
out of position. Alpaca 6-3 November Zulu.
Alpaca 30 November Zulu, interfact track line up, runway 23.
Yeah, he's just blocking his seat. So we're going to try and use this rudder then.
Project line up 23, Alpaca 30 November.
Andy, good idea, thank you. So I just need to, I've had no problems. Yeah, I'll do a clean install like Andy suggested, Listerman.
Alpaca 56 Mike.
I've got it updating automatically via skunk
Push
crash.
straight back.
Approved, push straight back, Alpaca 56.
Wonder what flaps Edo needs in the Mad Dog today. Flap 90.
Alpaca 27 Papa requesting
Loves
alpha
that,
clearance to Auckland.
loves the
we have
MDA
information
Edo.
Bravo.
Many flaps.
Alpaca 27 Papa, Christchurch control standby clearance number 1. Standby Alpaca 27 Papa.
Awesome.
Alpaca 6 3 November Zulu, push and start is approved, time now 37.5.
Push start approved, copy. Alpaca 6-3 November Zulu. Right, let's try this and backs off.
Good evening,
Below the line.
Before start checklist below the line. Air conditioning packs.
Off.
Anti-collision
I'm
light.
going to get my tail into this bit
Parking
here
brake.
so I'm not blocking as many people.
Transponder.
Alt off.
Before start checklist complete.
Let's see what happens. Alright, I'm off. So let me just move my rudders. Oh yeah!
27 Papa, clearance available.
I can control my pushback, that's quite cool.
Alpaca 27 Papa, go ahead. Alpaca
Oh, it's
27
quite
Papa,
fast.
Auckland 1, flight level
Right, sorry, I'm not in an Embraer.
Dutch 1 Papa departure, Glen transition, Squawk 5
This is cool, but I don't like how it completely stops when I'm trying to insert some rudder.
Auckland 1, the good poo 1 Papa
This is not
departure,
easy.
Glen transition, flight level 370 and Squawk 5314.
Head 2,
Alpaca
oil
27
pressure, M1.
Alpaca 27 Papa, Christchurch, Charlie.
It's easier when you've got Oh, it was really not working very well.
QNH1013 mode Charlie.
As soon as I put too much rudder in, it sort of breaks. Right, okay. I think I'm sort of going in the right direction. Come on, Doug.
Charlie. QNH1013 Alpaca.
Oh, I'm going to have to straighten the tiller. Oh, it's stopped. No! Oh no! It's rubbish! Oh, it's just, but I'm going to have to use a bit of reverse thrust, guys. Great, it's just dump me here. I might use a bit of non-standard reverse thrust. Oh, the parking brakes not even set. No. Just dump me here. Right, we're going to do something slightly illegal here. That would probably result in me getting fired in real life. So a little bit more thrust on the engine. Come on. Working quite well. There we are. That'll do. Try not to tip. You shouldn't brake when going backwards. You would tip. Right, good pushback. Thanks. Generators on. APU off. Star switches continuous. Bro beat on. Anti-ice not required. Auto. That's offset. Flaps to 5. Check out my tartan pajamas, ladies and gentlemen. Full forward. Full back. Left. Right, rudders, full right and full left. Recall, blank lower DU. And there you go, look, flap 10. Flap 10, nearly did it. That is 15 years, or 14 years of using flap 5 for takeoff.
Generators
On.
APU
Off.
start switches.
Airport elevation, Captain Robert. Yeah, it's sea level at Auckland.
Anti-ice.
Off.
Air conditioning.
Fix auto. Bleeds
Cheers,
out.
Dono, seeing you for popping in.
Auto. Flaps 10 required and selected. Green light.
Stab trim.
Set.
Start levers.
Idle detent.
Flight control.
Check.
Recall.
Check.
There we are. Perfect. Fixed it. We'll do the before takeoff checklist now.
Before
Sorry.
takeoff checklist to the line. Config.
Check.
Flaps.
Flaps 10 set. Green light.
Stab
Excuse me,
trim.
guys.
Takeoff briefing.
So we'll do this whilst backtracking.
Christchurch, information Charlie, QNH1013.
Alpaca 63 November Zulu, request taxi.
Alpaca 63 November Zulu, taxi, Christian, enter backtrack lineup runway 23 via Alpha 4.
Via Alpha 4, enter liner backtrack runway 23 via Alpha 4, Alpaca 63 November Zulu. Perfect. Alright, so we'll do the config check. Clear left, clear right. There's the config. Excellent. Pressure panel, Captain. Airport elevation. Yes, Robert. So this is set to this. This is set to the correct altitude, sir. In Auckland, it's about 20 feet. So to the nearest 50 feet we can set it is 0 feet, sir. That is the correct altitude. Look at the textures on this taxiway. Beautiful. I love the default airports in this sim. It looks so good. Right, we've been cleared to enter backtrack. So lights can come on. Taxi light off. Strobes on, and we'll do the takeoff briefing. So, Pax auto bleeds on, V speed set, wet speeds 27, 36, 45 is set. The departure is the Ampov 6 Bravo Selva transition. It's an RMP authorization required, so we must ensure LNAV is armed, and it is now before takeoff to get accurate guidance. Any problems will climb runway heading over the lake visually. We'll climb up to MSA, which is probably much higher than what we could probably climb single engine, but we'll keep visual. We'll clear the terrain. Reviewed.
Reviewed.
Cabin.
Secured.
Before takeoff checklist completed to the line.
Perfect. We'll do the rest of the checks below line. So that's set. Auto throttle. Transponder T8. Yeah, that's it, Robert. Yeah, right, you got it, sir. That's it. Yes, 0 looks like it hasn't been set, doesn't it? But some places are close to sea level. Below line.
Before takeoff checklist, below the line, MCP,
Set
transponder,
TARA
strobe lights,
on.
landing lights.
On.
Before takeoff checklist complete.
So just waiting for our takeoff clearance.
Push straight back, Alpaca 27 Papa. Jester 476, maintain that.
Now, one thing I noticed really nicely here, there's a bit more texture detail compared to where we were in X-Plane the other day, so it makes it look a bit better, the ortho. I don't know what the difference is with these textures, it just looks a little bit better than default. I love the water effects now in X-Plane, it's so good. So flap 10 takeoff. So the flap retraction, when you don't use flap 5 for takeoff, you go from flap 10, flap 5 when you're above the white bug, then probably straight to flap 1. It's very quick. And we'll fly an ATP 2. Actually, what's the speed restriction on this, Sid?
Alpaca 10 Tango Tango, request push and start.
It's 160 knots. Ah, you know what, guys? We'll maintain flap 10 for the first few turns because the speed restriction is 160. So we'll leave it at flap 10. Actually, what's the width for this runway? Is that 45 metres? Or slightly narrower? Got to be careful here.
Alpaca 10 Tango Tango.
Good job this aeroplane taxis so realistically. Full right on the till, I love it. So the inertia is perfect, it just keeps rolling as it would do unless it's uphill.
Hold position Alpaca 10.
This is how the real aircraft turns on a dime.
63 November Zulu. Report airborne. Runway 23 clear for takeoff.
Wilco runway 23 cleared for takeoff. Alpaca 63 November Zulu. It's a bit uphill here. Come on.
Alpaca 30 November Zulu. Track direct to Southland.
So you can see it's a little bit uphill here. Probably not quite realistic enough. Right, there we are. Beautiful. Right, cleared for takeoff, guys. Togas in chat. Let's go to Auckland. Timing. Oh, I'm going backwards. Slowly adjusting. Let's hope we have sufficient runway. Perfect, stabilised. Set takeoff first. Full 26k.
Queenstown request taxi.
There we are. Takeoff thrust set. Indications normal.
Alpha 4 moving apron. Alpaca 96 looking. Alpaca 3 kilo Alpha clearance available.
80 knots.
Checked, reasonable pressure.
Alpaca 3 clear kilo Alpha cleared. Auckland 1 flight level 350. Echo 1 for power departure. Please transition.
We're going. Oh, crikey! Talk about using all the runway. That would be a safety report. I'll blame the uphill bit on the ortho.
400.
Now nav.
564 clearance available.
And we need to maintain this speed, remember, because it's a 160 knot speed restriction.
1 flight level 250. Echo 1 for power departure. The onboard.
Good job I didn't use improved climb, that would have been...
Squawk 577.
Oh, what a flyby. Ah! It's my poor plat flying here. It's cleverly trimmed.
Approved time now 47.5.
Completely out of trim, there we are. So this has a 160 knot speed restriction. Now I can bug 160 for the aircraft to pitch the speed, but because it's the white bug speed I have to hold flap 10. I can't actually retract it until we're clear. It's when is the 160 stop? I forgot to report airborne. I forgot to report airborne as well. Alpaca 63 November Zulu airborne as well.
Alpaca 63 November Zulu report level passing.
Passing 5,400 feet, Alpaca 63 November Zulu.
Alpaca 63 November Zulu identified climb unrestricted flight level 370.
Climb unrestricted flight level 370, Alpaca 63 November Zulu. So still 160 knot speed restriction, and that's all the way until we get to Rukax, which is the next level, next restriction. Now once we're at Rucax, we can start retracting the flaps. Nice pyjamas, thank you very much. Flying beautifully, the Zebo mod. Fly directors seem a little bit sensitive in roll, but overall okay. And we've still got the 160 knots approaching Rucax, and then we can bug up and retract the flaps. It's 9 degrees, we need a bit of engine anti-ice on. The maximum altitude you can fly with flaps extended is 20,000 feet, so you're absolutely fine here. So it's important to maintain this speed for track keeping. If you start going above the speed restriction, you can get into difficulties overshooting tracks. Now else, there's Rucax, we can bug up. And as soon as we're above the white bug, we can go to flap 5. That's V2 plus 15, the white bug with the PFD. Drop nose down, it's a bit light turbulence. So there we are, we're above the white bug accelerating, so flap 5. Flight director roll bar is very sensitive, more than it used to be. There's the 5 bug, and accelerating, flap 1. Trim nose down as we accelerate. There we are, she's in trim. Command A. And flaps up. Transition altitude is 13,000 feet, but I'll set standard now as we clear into a flight level. Oh, Edo, I can hear you. There we are. Flaps up, no lights. So VNAV, we can accelerate to 269, but I'm just going to bug 250 for track keeping, so don't overshoot too much. Passing 105 for flight level 370 after takeoff checklist. So gear off, auto brake off, engine anti-ice, we'll leave it on for now. Air conditioning and pressurization, 3.2 climbing set. Release the cabin crew. And we'll do the pre-cruise checks as well. Fuel, we can now put on the centre tank pumps, 490, and the wings are balanced. Lights off, AP's off, pressurization 3.5 climbing sets, release the passengers. Very cool, checks complete. So you can see here now, because it's a much wider arc, that speed restriction of 160 knots isn't required, because the aircraft can easily fly this at 250. Look, we've got about 15 degrees angle of bank to maintain this turn, so we'll just maintain 250. Can't see that beautiful scenery anymore, but there we are. Hoo Hoo Chum, you can hand fly and read chats. Got great capacity, Hoo Hoo Chum. Anyone mentions my pyjamas, I'm straight there. David, imagine doing those turns at flap 25 with an extra 6 tons of fuel. I mean, I've never taken off with flap 25 in real life, but it'd probably be a little bit more rolly, I think would be the correct term. Because higher flap settings, with flap 40, a lot of people get caught out when they first fly the 737. It's a little bit sensitive in roll, so they often induce some oscillations. Yeah, 160 knots, flap 5, flap 10 is usually sufficient.
Bravo departure, Savile transition, Squawk 51, tree.
32 Auckland, flight level 370, the Alpha 6 Bravo, and departure on the southern transition, Squawking 51 and 33,
Now we are, we're catching up. See the aircraft flown in very accurately, look at that. Yeah, the flight director and LNAV system in the Zebo is one of the best, any add-on. Beautiful scenery, still a bit of precipitation. Good ETA is, bear in mind we are 12 hours behind live time. 22:16, so that's 10:16 Zulu. Direct to Savla, Alpaca 63 November Zulu. So Slavra on top, executes, unavailable, 120 miles, nice. Just continues our turn, and we can now accelerate our econ climb speed.
Diesel 388, I've cleared you for the approach.
So we didn't tune any nav aids for departure, so there wasn't any. Well, there was a Queenstown VOR, so we put that active at 13.6.
Passing 1,200 feet for flight level 370.
Beautiful.
Alpaca 27 Papa, Christchurch Facility device, climb flight level 370.
Can't teach it, no, can't teach it. Berlin, morning all. Happy members only group flight everyone here is hoping that I'll be able to join again one of these days. Hope so, Berlin flights. It's certainly, as I was saying earlier, for number 64 looking to be end of April, due to aforementioned reasons, of which you're well aware of, Berlin flights. Having, how old's your little one now? Must be about nearly 6 months. Crazy. Clouds are looking a bit better in X-Plane. They seem to vary a lot at the moment. Don't forget I'm streaming again later at 8 PM, teamed up with Flight Factor, flying between Denver and Phoenix in their 777. I've got a giveaway for you guys, and Flight Factor are doing another giveaway if you participate in the group flight. But I didn't make this up, but you have to depart after me to be able to enter that one. But it doesn't matter if you don't want to take part. I'd love you to take part, join Alpaca Airways, but if you need to, or if you want, you can just enter the normal giveaway as per asking a question in chat. But don't forget, all of you participants of today's group flight will be entered in the giveaway as per normal from all of the updated lists. I updated the group flight participants just about 5 minutes before the start of the stream, so it's all up to date. Yeah, so I'm thinking the week after, I need to look what weekends I'm actually free when not at work. I'll just have a quick look at my shift planner. It might have to be a Friday, but I try to avoid doing them weekdays for obvious reasons. Not many people can take part. But yeah, 26th, 27th is what I'm looking at. One of those days. And the Easter weekends, is it 20th? Yeah, so 26th or 27th I'm off. It'll be one of those 2 days. But yeah, 3 months your little one is. 26th is across the pond, brilliant. So 27th it is. Whether I'll take part in this cross the pond this time around, I don't know. I'll have a look after the baby as well, it'll be fun. If she's here. Fuel. Pumps off. Robert, you're number 2, late August this year. Congratulations, Robert. Fantastic. And how old's your first? Still got engine anti-ice on, -8. I've noticed the excess data seems to come on. To be fair, actually, there is a lot of icons for it to generate. Yeah, that'd probably be actually quite realistic. Right over the top of Queenstown now, though. Not that you can see it. Right, get a bit of... I'll put the seatbelt sign back on. There we go. Bit bumpy. Yeah, the turbulence effects seem really exaggerated now in X-Plane. You don't often get turbulence rolling the airplane like that unless it's really moderate. 2 years old in June this year, crikey. Time goes fast, that's what everyone says. I've bought one of the, I really wanted one of those baby carriers that you have, it's like a backpack but the baby is on your front or your back, you can choose it. We've got this multi-purpose one. So that arrived this morning, so I'm going to try that on later. I want to do lots of hawks. Richard, did you catch Jerry on Big Jet TV trying simming on his own last night, trying to land an Airbus in front chow was hilarious. I haven't seen that. I have subscribed to his channel now, but he's probably quite new to it, isn't he? So he's probably walking before he, running before he can walk. It's outside air temperature now. Minus 34. So we still need engine anti-ice on until it's below minus 40. almost
223, contact me 123.
top of the, almost on top of the cloud.
123 is all 7, Alpaca 223.
Back at 2416, go contact me 123 small 7.
123, this was 7, Alpaca 243.
Bit of a crosswind coming in.
Alpaca 25 kilo, information Delta requesting start of the pushback.
Ah, that's aircraft in Christchurch departing, isn't it? This controller's got a lot of work to do, actually.
Approved time now 59.5.
Version start approved, Alpaca 25 kilo.
He's doing a great job of all this traffic, this controller. Is this the one I liaised with organising ATC? Yes, it is. So this chap is the chap who organised the ATC. There's a Lufthansa.
Alpaca 223, flight level 370 inbound Ikuta.
Alpaca 223.
Alpaca 2416, go inbound Seapool, Flinders 390.
Oh, I think my keyboard battery's about to die. Oh gosh, where's the plug-in for that? Where's this? So there's other participants utilising the ATC. There's 30,000 feet. What's up to my mouse? Oh, my mouse is gone. Interesting. You can see the mouse cursor above the left window wiper. My mouse has completely died. Whilst plugging in my keyboard for some reason. Why has that happened? It's a good job I'm not on a 2-mile final, but my mouse has died. I've not unplugged my mouse. How bizarre. The problem is my mouse doesn't... The lights are all on the mouse. Interesting. My keyboard's working. So my mouse is on, but it's not working. Great. Guys, any advice on how to get your mouse to work? I'll try and plug it in, but the problem is I can't keep it plugged in because I won't be able to reach it. Okay, plugged it in. Okay, plugging in has worked. So we'll just unplug it again. It's fully charged. Keyboard's only getting flat. No. Great. So my mouse... my mouse isn't working wirelessly anymore. Still... That's so weird. Keyboard's fine. Great. Well, why is it not working via Bluetooth? The problem is I can't leave it plugged in, otherwise I won't be able to reach it. Okay, so it's plugged in. Oh, problem is I can't use it from there. It stopped working when I plugged in my keyboard, which is very strange. Right. So I will try. I'm gonna plug my keyboard back in.
Charlie Mike, after the arriving A320 runway, runway 23.
G903. Right. I'm gonna put my. Hopefully the keyboard battery will just be enough to last this stream. Yeah, okay, so it's weird. Plugging in my keyboard disabled the wireless mouse. They're both Logitech. That was weird. Right, hopefully the keyboard battery will last. Let me just check the charge. I'll put it on low power mode. Logitech G Hub. Keyboard battery is...
Just a 476 cleared ILS to approach runway 34.
Doesn't show me. Great. Okay, it's definitely low battery though because it's flashing red. So my mouse and keyboard are working as of now. I've put the low power mode on my keyboard. Fingers crossed that will work. Right, let me catch up with chat there. Andy, all very calm in Auckland Centre at the moment, needing to board 30 minutes of extra fuel. Usually it's enough. Usually 30 minutes is what we need, but yes, I think because of the time of day, we have less participants than usual. What does the land out symbol mean next to the barrow setting, and how to fix it? Land out here, you need to load your FMC, chum. Once your FMC is loaded, and it knows the elevation of where the airfield is, it will get rid of land out for you. Have you fed it some cheese today? I like it, John. That's a mouse-loving cheese reference there. Very good. Seems to work now. Seems to work. That's why you went for a wide mouse. Yeah, it seemed to be when the battery on them are amazing though. The keyboard battery lasts months, as does the mouse one. So I just haven't had it plugged in for a while. But I'll leave them charged after the stream. Unplug the receiver of the mouse. I did, Eric. Yeah, it seems to be working now when I plug the keyboard back in. It'll be set. It'll probably only want to work one mode or the other. Plug it into something not your computer so it gets power but not sends data. Possibly going to fix that, but it's all good for now. One thing I have noticed, and I hope it's not the start of a problem. I haven't had it during stream, but I've had it a couple of occasions now on test sectors. Just turn the anti-ice off. Where I hope it's not the case, but can it be possible that USB drives on PCs fail? Because I realised my mouse, keyboard and headphones all stopped working together, but only briefly. It was intermittent. It would sort of cut off then come straight back again, but I could hear it in the headphones. And it happened a couple of times. Looked at the back of the panel, all was fine, but it affected everything plugged into the USB panel. So can those drives fail? That's my question. That was direct into the PC. I have a powered... I'll show you guys. So right here, I have a USB powered thing. I don't have much plugged into that. All I've got plugged in right now is the thrust levers, my rudder pedals at the back, and the Tobii eye tracker, which isn't using. All the other cables go into the back of the PC here. So things like my headphones, mouse, keyboard, and on the top I've got some as well. There, that's my yoke and the web yoke cam, which is on there. Everything can break. Could be a dirty USB port. Could be. I mean, I'm quite proud of. I always keep my. Oh, hello. It's a bit very low, that camera, isn't it? Never mind. Yeah, it's a hub. Yeah, but it could be that they're all fairly easily replaced. Yeah, it seems to be working now, and I pride myself on compete. Oh, hello. Why am I descending to flight level 370? Did it overshoot slightly? I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm quite proud of keeping it clean. Every 3 months I unplug my entire tower and I give it a really good clean, get rid of all the dust. And it's completely dust free. I literally take all the side panels off, compressed air, blow out what I can. The rest I hoover, and all the fans are clean. Because it do get dusty. PJ streams are the best. Last one I did was that overnight flight when we flew from Tokyo to Los Angeles. That was a mega stream, that was. But yeah, last block at work this week before I start my leave. I've got no fly next week. I've got 2 standbys and 2 sims at the moment, so. Yeah, there's something weird going on here, look. I guess that's Explain 12 weather updating. This channel's getting more wild. Streaming pajamas, streaming in bed. I've never streamed in bed. Well, no, I see what you mean. The overnight flight, yes. Technically, I did stream in bed. No cameras, no. Let's change topic very quickly. Perfect. Robert, yeah, so it wasn't connected to a USB hub. This was like the USB straight into the computer, not via one of these hubs. The hub one's been working fine. Robert, New Zealand looks stunning. Unfortunately, I think in my case, I'll just turn the sounds down outside. It's quite cloudy here, so I can't enjoy all that beautiful ortho I downloaded. completely overcast. There we go.
Alpaca 25 Kilo reporting on runway 02 clear for takeoff. Runway 02 clear cockpit takeoff and report Alpaca 25 Kilo, thank you.
Infant Ewok says, hi Captain, had a nightmare with the Heathrow, was set to fly today but it got cancelled to Chicago. They tried giving me a 24-hour journey through somewhere in Canada that made me wait, and then made me wait an hour and a half on the phone. Oh crikey. The amount of people that has been disrupted by this is phenomenal. I hope you safely get to Chicago, Infant Ewok. Do bear with the airlines. It's not the fault of the airlines. You think of the amount of people trying to get through. You know, it's not the staff's fault. So never, you know, be patient. But I do I can only vaguely understand massively understand the frustration. Yeah, they're doing everything they can. Awful situation. Oh, sorry, Rufus. It is smoothing out, so I'll put the seatbelts back towards it. There you go. Lauren, it would be considered a hub just internal via external. Roger. We'll keep an eye on it. It's been alright for the last few weeks. Andy, morning all. Want to join the inn, but Stanford bus station until 1100 instead. Sad times. Ah, sorry, buddy. Stanford's beautiful, beautiful place. I grew up not too far away from Stanford. Robert, I guess, yeah, as we continue northbound, the route will get clearer, yeah, hopefully. If it's just the fault of the terrible redundancy not built into Heathrow, exactly, yes. There'll be an investigation into this. You think about how much disruption, not just flights, passengers getting from A to B, but things like animals travelling. You know, if I imagine poor Jack was having to be travelled and he was stuck in, cooped up on, missed his flight, I'd be so worried about it. All the catering for all the restaurants and on board the flights. God, yeah, that must be awful. Craig, I'm due to fly through this Friday, so something will be changed in the schedule. Hopefully they'll run through that backlog and you'll be fine by then, but I think it's going to be, I don't know, it's going to take a long time to fix this issue. Massive disruption. Also, I've changed my internet provider. I'm with BT here, and I've never had issues with BT, but BT have purchased EE in the past few years. My broadband, what is it with broadband services in the UK? I don't know if anyone outside the UK can confirm this. So I have 1,000 meg download, 900 meg download, which is great, and after out of contract, I would continue to pay what I was paying, which was quite expensive, $61.49. They tried to get me to automatically renew for the same price. Why is it if you're a new customer, for the same speed, it was £44, $44.99? So I rang up, said, well, how is it a new customer gets such a massive discount? And they said, oh, it's just the way it is. He said he probably can't get me the same, but he could do a better rate. But because they're with EE now, and I'm with EE Mobile, they've sort of given me some sort of contract where I get the broadband, my EE Mobile phone bill, and Netflix included. We cancelled that for less than what I was paying before, so that we sorted it in the end. But I couldn't believe how much a new customer gets discount-wise compared to an existing customer. But the amount of people just... What really angers me is a lot of people, especially the older generation, they get a mobile phone contract with a handset, okay, and let's say it's £50 a month, £25 to pay off the phone, £25 for your mobile data and text. After the 2 years is up, they never tell you, and they keep the contract paying £50. So you're paying for a handset you've already paid off, and they keep quiet. They don't email you to say your contract's expiring. They just keep their mouth shut. It's absolutely disgusting. But I was reading an article about it, and millions don't realise this. So it's something to be aware of. now I wanted to stay with BTE. I know you can get third-party broadband companies, but I do like BT's connection. It's always quite good, so I sort of stuck with that. But yeah, I've now paying in total, I think it's £80 a month, but I get the 900 gigabyte download. Mobile phone has unlimited calls, text and data and EU roaming, which is important for me when I'm flying out of base or down routes. And Netflix, I get a Netflix subscription as well. So I don't know, I might be able to get it cheaper elsewhere, but if all in all I was paying more than that for both with less. That's my rant over anyway. If you're talking about his flying, my final destination's Austin, so this is particularly dumb of a reroute. I got promised a refund though and rebooked United, very good. Craig, I'm due to fly. Yep, I saw that comment. I hope you have any disruption, buddy. Rufus said flew into Newark, New Jersey last week, closed every runway but one, 10-hour delay. Yeah, what was that for? Was that weather? Andy passed Heathrow yesterday morning on the M25, absolutely flew through. Amazing how much road traffic that place generates. I know, it's there was a video of the entrance of Heathrow with the Emirates model aircraft, and it was dead. I always remember being chocker there. Yeah, Greg, Lloyd, absolutely. Playing with the Tories, brilliant. Same with car insurance. My only mum always auto-renewed, and they fleece you if you don't shop around. They were robbing her, it shouldn't be allowed. Exactly the same. I always ring the insurance company before renewal, and they always give you a discount. You just threaten to leave. So yeah, if I've done some price comparison website, they're offering me this. You can get a bit closer, I'll leave. You'll get as close as you can. And they always knock a few £100 off. But we have multi-car policy, which keeps the cost a little bit further down anyway. Excellent. Well, we're still over the South Island. Excuse my lack of geographical knowledge of this part of New Zealand. Let's have a look where we are. Just past Salva. Crossing here. Airfield's this. Hokitika. Continue along the coastline. Oh, this would be great. I need to do some GA flying around here. And crossing over to North Island. I think we saw a little bit of New Zealand below, but the weather should be good at our destination. There we are. There's a little bit of the coastline. Robert liked to do a New Zealand tour. Yeah, I think I'd like to take an old classic. I've got a yearning to fly the Ford Tri-Motor. I don't know why. The reason is, I loved it in Microsoft Flight Sim 2004 Century of Flight. Yeah, I don't know why I want to fly it so much. And I think I've got it in the Aviator edition of Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. Craig, been the same insurance since I started driving 14 years ago. To be fair, I've been with Admiral for 10 years. And their renewal price is actually okay, but I always ring up and say, yeah, best price please, otherwise I'll leave, and they always knock off a few £100. I did catch the sprint race at Quali, great result, however, just in case anyone else hasn't watched it or waiting for catch-up, we won't discuss here. I didn't watch it live, I just watched the catch-up as well on the F1 YouTube website. I haven't actually got Sky, and Now TV, it's really expensive, so I actually don't like Sky's coverage. I like some of the presenters, but I find Channel 4 in the UK with David Coulthard, and they often do the F1 commentary as well. They're far better, I think. So yes, I did see the results, which was good. Like Fokker F-27, that would be a good little aircraft to jet around in here as well, but I'm thinking a little bit of something of a slower pace and lower altitude. Let's see how we've got around us as well on the map. I think we're pretty much on our own. We're all quite spread out today. We've got Alpaca 30 November Zulu, so similar call sign. I sometimes hear November Zulu thinking, is that me? But I think the timings with Sydney and the tailwind they're probably all ahead of us, aren't they? Let's turn on the ATC map here. A little bit of Unicom, but yeah, we said we're going to merge quite nicely with the Christchurch traffic. Is anyone else left in Queenstown? Oh, Edo's just taking off. Edo got really delayed there. Infian, is Alex Jacks, is that the English presenter doing the commentary? He's on commentary. If it is him, it's excellent. Is the Comanche 2024 ready? Good question, all the gear, no idea. Not sure. Great GA aircraft, that one. I haven't flown that since our charity flight we did, flying from Iceland to Greenland. Lauren, not too easy to get too much lower and slower than F27. True, as commercial jet airlines go, but I'm thinking sort of a spinny prop would be better. Curtis Jenny, that would be slow. Yes, I did see Eddie Jordan passed away. Very sad. Wasn't that old, was he? 70s. What cancer was it? Prostate cancer, which is very difficult to diagnose. It's often too late. Listen, F1 isn't broadcast in Germany for ETV anymore, and Sky's just too much money, so I've lost interest in F1. It's a shame, isn't it? Same in the UK. Sky have the monopoly. Thankfully, Channel 4 can show highlights, and they're usually 5 or 6 hours afterwards. They've got a contract, and their coverage is really good. So if you can stay away from social media and watch the highlights, sort of treat it like a live race. That's what I often do. But yeah, Now TV used to have a promotion for F1 only, and it was reasonable. It was about £20 a month, and I was happy to pay that. It's now £35 a month for all sports. You don't have the option to select F1. It is greed. So I don't pay that. I think it's too much money. If I really want to watch the race and I'm off, they do a 24-hour package for £15. I'd consider that, but no, at the moment I'm sort of waiting patiently for perhaps an F1 offer, but they didn't send it this year. Yeah, ITV years ago had the F1 rights, then BBC bought them, and then they sold it to Sky. It was in 2014, 2015. Sky is the only way in the UK you can legally watch it. Yes, the F1 when Hamilton got robbed for his 8th title. I think this season could be quite interesting, though. I think they always do this before the regulations change. They all get competitive, and then the regulations change, and then there's a massive difference again. But yeah, this season's looking like it could be quite interesting. Sorry, I'm thinking, Lauren, F27, isn't that the... I'm thinking F28, aren't I? What was just being released? Sorry, the F27 is the turboprop, isn't it? I haven't flown that before. Sorry. That would be suitable. I've not flown the F27 once, Lauren. Andy, where's my fiancée? Agreed. She was definitely a... no, yeah, I can't say that. I don't know you well enough. Excellent presenter. Excellent. Big fan. Big fan. Approaching Lofter, guys. We'll do a fuel check there and time check, but we're progressing well. Concept. Looks like I'm going straight over to Auckland Control. Just over the Seven Islands. Beautiful. Oh yeah, keep forgetting this will be night time now, feels like. Yeah, Lauren, please do send it. I think I've seen it. Someone suggested I flew it, and it's a very good freeware rendition of the F27.
654, descend 1000, the Cook Street QH10.
So 37 minutes airborne. It's about an hour, 30 minutes, about 50 minutes to go, guys. Starting on descent in about 25-30 minutes, I'd say. Excellent progress. So it's crossed the pond. That's come around quickly. in April. Might take part in that. I'll be back to work. I am off that weekend. Yes, I've got working this week, then I'm off for 1, 2, 3.5 weeks. 3.5 weeks off. So yes, I'll do a few more streams. I'm going to try and record some videos, guys, as well. I'd like to get to 100,000 subscribers this year, the shorts seem to be quite popular. It's quite strange how algorithms work, but the streams sometimes don't get out of the audience. I think because I still stream Explode, people don't like it. Maybe I don't know, but I love Explode. I want to always stream it. I'm only getting about 200 or 300 subs a month. So I'm thinking of some VODs. I'm thinking of doing a dual engine failure video, because it's something we covered in recurrent training quite recently. That would be quite interesting to cover, and it'll be something that might look quite interesting. I might do some max tutorials as well, a full flight tutorial. But I'm also planning to do a mega stream one day, whether I'm going to do it, but maybe a 3 or 4 seconds a day in the NG or max.
Complex Auckland Control 123.9 Alpaca.
Loads of options, yeah. But I'm not about chasing numbers, about having fun, and that's what I always do. I often end up flying things I want to do, like the Ford Tri-Rotor coming up. I'd like to do that. Look at the ortho down there. That's Zoom level 15 I use en route now. So much better, so much quicker. Yeah, they're always popular, Brandon, the failure streams. Well, the one we did in the NG a couple of weeks ago was quite short-lived. We had severe damage about 5 minutes after takeoff. Oh, that's 30 November Zulu. And since I got back from holiday, I've consistently getting landing rates of 190 to 200 feet per minute. Very pleased with that. Excellent, Andy. Did you see the provisional report for the CRJ crashing in Canada? Was it CRJ? I can't remember. Landing rate 1,000 feet per minute. That would knacker your gear and cause your wing to snap off. 1,000 feet. They just didn't flare. And I think because they had a bit of roll and landed on one gear first, it might have got away with it if with severe damage to the aircraft with both gear hitting the runway, but with one gear it's just going to buckle. Nice landing rate, Andy, very good. I love that little Embraer that I installed. It's great fun to fly.
Alpaca 30 November Zulu, you're clear for Davy 6 Alpha, arrival runway 23 left. Davy 6 Alpha, runway 23 left, Alpaca Tango Tango, Alpaca 10 Tango Tango, cleared the Davy 6 Alpha, arrival runway 23 left.
Awesome. So there's Lofton. So 33 minutes airborne, we're 40. Now, I should think the reason that it's so much longer on the flight time is because of the SID we flew, the Ampov 6 Bravo. That wasn't catered in the flight plan. I think for this, it just presumed we were after takeoff, routing direct to Salva. So that's why we're very late on the flight. Based off that, we're probably much higher on the fuel burn. So I probably should have put the SID into SimBrief. Lofter, we should have burnt 2.4 tons. This will be higher than that. Yeah, 2.6. So we've burnt an extra 200 kilos. And that's because of the SID. But we did take an additional 600, so we should be up on the fuel at Lofter. 5.2 tons. We've got what's that? 3.8. So we're fine on the fuel. I can't add. 5.6. So we're fine on the fuel. Yeah, about an extra 400 kilos. But we've definitely used some of that extra on that SID. Hoochum, if you have the choice, would you prefer to try an Embraer or stick with your only true love, the Airbus? Well, in real life, if I had the choice of flying one, I'd love to have a go on the Airbus, genuinely. But the Embraer, I need to explore more, but it's an aircraft you can just sort of pick up, fly. I purchased, downloaded, and within 24 hours I was streaming it. I only did as like a one-ish, half a test sector and one, took off, circled, and did an RMP approach, and I managed it just off the bat. Very logical, makes sense. There's a lot I don't know still about the aeroplane, and have some really good feedback in the comments section with some of its quirks, which I've taken on board. But yeah, we'll stream that again very soon. Robert, I think that's a heads-up accent of the New Zealand or Auckland Centre. Sorry, control is harder to understand for me. Very good. We'll listen carefully. Thanks for the heads up.
Sounded 654 December, the star to 3000.
Beautiful. Andy, oh my goodness, a bus spotter with a huge camera has turned up in Stamford. Uh-oh. Oh, good for him. Is he looking for classic buses? Or are bus spotters interested in the modern stock? Robert, that's I didn't know you. Where are you from, Robert? I thought you were English. With that name. Who's that ahead of us? I use my super. 123.7 Alpaca 63 November Zulu.
25 kilo, contact me 123.7. 123.7, Alpaca 25 kilos here.
Alpaca 63 November on. Alpaca 63 November Zulu on 123.7.
Alpaca 63 November Zulu, cleared. Davy 6 Alpha, arrival runway 23 left.
Cleared Davy 6 Alpha for 23 left, Alpaca 63 November Zulu. So go to the route page, Davy 6 Alpha, 23 left.
Alpaca 25 kilo, 123.7.
You're from Leipzig. Good morning, Robert. Amazing. Actually, I could have guessed that with your BMW profile. Awesome, buddy. Here, chummy, are you trying to say Airbus is less logical? You might have to sleep in Boeing cockpit tonight. Still getting used to the Airbus magic. Razan Zaki says, if anyone sees an A350 with a Malaysian livery, don't be alarmed. I had to borrow it from the local airline since there isn't any Alpaca livery available yet on Microsoft Flight Simulator. No, I wait patiently for one being painted. Who's painting one? Someone is painting one. Is it Jamlin? Someone is. Lauren, my understanding, bus phobas, is that a term for spotters? Mostly interested in rare models and unique paint schemes, possibly. Andy says it took a picture of my coach. Is there any other job where you get papped while sitting quietly and eating a hand sandwich? Not unless you're a celebrity, I guess, Andy, but maybe you are. Maybe you're a bus legend. Right, BMW Sport, don't ask my wallet. Brilliant. Well, some of the older members of the channel remember I had a BMW, a 320D, which died about 3 years ago now, and I now have a Passat with 120,000 miles on the clock, ticking along very nicely. A FOMA is American for rail fan. Terms get reused of buses too. I didn't know that. FOMA. It's called train spotters. That's brilliant. All the gear and idea. I used to drive buses and coaches. People would take pictures of them all because one day they'll all be rare. Well, true. Who chumps said, what happened with your old BMW? It wasn't here back then. So I bought the BMW War back in 2015-16. It was 2008, 320D, about, how many miles had it done? 85,000 miles. And it was working okay, had a few little issues. Bought it for only £4,000 when used cars were super cheap. And I did about 50,000 miles in it. And then it just started going wrong when it sort of became 12, 13 years old. I went for an MOT and said, right, you've got to get this done and that done. Anyway, what happened was, I eventually sold it. The handbrake was barely holding it, and it needed replacing. The main issue was the exhaust became loose, and I was getting exhaust fumes coming into the air conditioning system. So every time I or the heating system, I think the muffler, the shroud around the exhaust was leaking. So if you turn the heater on, you've got exhaust fumes coming into the cabin, which obviously is pretty dangerous. So I went to a garage, they fixed it, and it went away. And after about a month, it came back again. So I took it back to the garage. They repaired it again, didn't charge me, which again stopped it. But it kept coming back, and the garage was beginning to go, look, we've done everything we can. And I went for its MOT. It did pass, but with about 9 advisories, starting on severe. I think the previous owner had it on a farm, had severe corrosion of all of the rear suspension parts. It needed 2 new shock absorbers. It needed the handbrake. Barely he passed it. I think he was being very generous, but it definitely couldn't stop the car on a hill. What else was wrong? The exhaust, obviously, issue hadn't gone away. It basically said, look mate, it's going to cost you more than what the car's worth to have it all rectified, and then you're just waiting for the next thing to go wrong. And at that point, it done 150,000 miles. So I traded it in. I actually got £1,000 for it, which was, I think, quite good because it was knackered. And I bought this Passat, 2018 Passat with 100,000 miles on the clock, but it came with because it was less than 5 years old, and it was all motorway miles. It was very nice inside. Because it was less than 100,000 miles, I was eligible for VW's extended warranty scheme. So you pay for 2 years. It was £30 a month. You get 2 services, 2 MOTs, breakdown cover, and yeah, I've had that since end of 22. So it'll be 3 years this year, and I've just spent. Some of you remember about 2 months ago, I had a massive bill. It failed its MOT on shock absorbers and needed new timing belts. I paid about 1,500 quid for all that, and it's running sweet as a nut now. So yeah, that's I love the the VW. This diesel, the 1.6 diesel, apparently run forever. So I'll keep driving it until until no longer be driven. Went off on one there. You guys are still talking about buses. Well, again, no idea your father was a bus and train spotter. It's straight up, even more than happy to not continue. Well, you've gone down flight simming route. That's a great route. Right, 180 miles till top of descent. Still some time to go.
Alpaca 1010, you can report your mark number.
Progressing quite nicely as we approach the northern side of the South Island. And we'll be convening with the Christchurch traffic shortly. Beautiful scenery. Fantastic. Huge jump. Have you ever got vectored away from flight plan route that you didn't download Orpha? No, I always download a few tiles wide either side, so it had to be a significant detour. Fantastic. I think we should adopt the term FOMA. Maybe I should call you guys all famous. So at the Christchurch traffic merging from the right hand side. Very nice. Quite a lot of traffic actually. I think a lot of the group flight traffic, there's obviously some departures from Wellington, but not a huge amount. I think they're pretty much all taken off now, and the Sydney guys have already on the approach as well. To be fair, I did say I arrived from 9:30 Sydney. Probably should have said 10. RMP24, where's that? So yeah, I'll show you this. And initial report for the
Alpaca 6 Golf Foxtrot contact Auckland Control 123.9.
Contact Auckland 123.9. Thanks for the service. Alpaca 6 Golf Foxtrot. Bye-bye.
Alpaca 10 Tango Tango. You can also
So this is
contact
the,
Auckland Control 123.9.
don't know much about AIN online, but this is about the CRJ that's crashed in Toronto. I think the provisional recording showed had sink rate alerts. Where was the landing rate? No, it's not on this. Talk about some winds, but I'll try and find the. I'll go on Av Herald. I'll definitely have it.
384, taxi on 1 Alpha 6 via Alpha cross runway 29.
They are flipped over. landing.
1 Alpha 6 cross 29 over Alpha John 384.
Travelodge ads.
QH1015 runway 24 clear.
There you go, look. So here's the timeline. So 500 feet, aircraft indicated airspeed is 121 knots. 50 feet, 3.6 seconds will touchdown. 145, ground speed 112, it's really windy. 1,000 feet per minute. So if you were at 50 feet doing that rate of descent and you got a sink rate, you'd have to start checking, in the 7.3 that is, because if you were to check at 20 feet you bury it. So if you get a sink rate, you'd probably make a very quick decision at 50 feet to continue or go around, but you definitely need to start the flare. But that's destabilised if you got that rate of descent, and that would definitely trigger a sink rate warning. 1 second, they got another sink rate warning. High rate of descent, aircraft indicated speed was this. Bank angle of nearly 5 degrees. The aircraft indicated airspeed before touchdown. Flight slope doesn't matter at that stage. 7 degrees. See, this is the problem. 7 degrees right roll angle. They landed on the right gear first at this rate of descent. So right main landing gear contacted the runway with almost 8 degrees bank, 3G at 1,100 feet per minute. That is not going to help the landing gear. That's what happened. The gear collapsed. So the gear fractured, the landing gear folded into the retracted position, the wing ring fractured between the fuselage and gear, and the wing detached from the fuselage. Cloud of jet fuel which caught fire. How anyone walked away from this?
384 reporting aboard runway 02, clear for takeoff.
This would be an interesting watch.
Clear for takeoff runway 02.
Shall we have a look at this video, guys? Yeah, it could be gusting winds, but Sasha, you sort of trained to keep the wings level in the flare. So any roll input, you instinctively, obviously it takes experience and training, you keep the wings level at all times. The aircraft wants to roll and be buckled around, so you just make that aileron input, keep the wings level throughout the entire flare. Yes, the aircraft can land on one landing gear, no problem, but not at 1,000 feet per minute. That's what happened. Let's have a look at this video.
Hi, my name is Ken Webster. I'm the lead investigator for this occurrence.
Wow. Left
I'm here to
upside
provide
down,
you
look.
With an investigation update.
Following the CRJ A900 plane crash that occurred on February 17, 2025, the wreckage was towed to a nearby airplane hangar, where investigators from the TSB began their examination. They examined each component to see what happened and try to determine what factors could have
I'd
led
really
to the
like to
accident.
go and see.
To help recreate the event, investigators conducted
Involved as
several
well, this
approaches
is
and
cool.
landings in a CRJ 900 simulator. This allowed them to simulate the conditions of the crash and gain insights on the accident sequence. Although the investigation is far from complete, here is some of what we know up to this point. During touchdown, several things occurred. The side stay attached to the aircraft's right main landing gear
See, it's
fractured.
ripped, look.
The landing gear retracted, and the wing root fractured between the landing gear and the fuselage, which is the central body portion of the aircraft. The right wing detached from the fuselage, releasing a cloud of jet fuel, which caught fire while the aircraft
Frozen there,
began
though.
to slide along the runway. With the cockpit door jammed shut, the flight crew had to exit through the emergency hatch located on the ceiling of the cockpit. After everyone on board evacuated, the emergency response personnel entered the fuselage, after which an explosion occurred outside the aircraft in the area of the left wing root. The cause of this explosion has yet to be determined. Components of the flight control were visually examined, and no obvious pre-existing malfunctions were noted. Preliminary data from the flight data recorder did not contain any caution or warning messages pertaining to the flight controls, but further analysis will be conducted. As we
Aircraft was fully
continue, some of
serviceable
the
there.
areas we will be focusing on: metallurgy of the wing structure, certification including landing gear and wing structure, landing techniques, hard landings, and pilot training, cabin obstructions and impediments once inverted.
This is why aviation's so
Secondary
safe.
evacuation
You know,
route,
an incident like this occurs, and the amount of investigation that's done, and there'll be recommendations from this as well. Very interesting. Could the gusting winds have contributed? Absolutely. Rufus back to the sim for them, yep. New Zealand Tower is awesome funny. Oh, it's Grayson, very good. Yes, he's an amusing chap. Yes, we've always experienced Grayson with our events. Albeit across the ditch or our last MOGF to Auckland. Oh no, we did a crossfire, didn't we? It was between Auckland and Christchurch. Or Wellington. Straight to Lee Box, Alpaca 6-3 November Zulu. There we are. Execute. Nice little shortcut. Keeps us away from the traffic coming from Christchurch as well. Can't see. Zooming in. Rufus, I don't know if it hurts more that they flipped the plane or that the officer was judging that out of him. Yeah, who was flying the aircraft? Was it someone inexperienced? Ultimately, it's the captain's responsibility. And one of the things I've taken on board as a training captain now is I very much obviously got to let them learn and fly, but it's you often, especially when you come off GA aircraft for the first time, in trickier conditions, they have quite strict limits. So 15 knot maximum tailwind is their limit for anyone with less than 500 hours. Where once you're above that, you've got the full limit of 33. But when it's approaching that, you really do have to be quite vigilant, especially on aircraft like the 7-3 where the pods are quite low. I don't know what angle it is exactly you get a pod strike, but any roll input during the flare, your hands are there. Think right, wings level, keep the wings level. Pilot command was fairly new, but still nearly a year on Type FO. So new captain and new FO. All the media attention is, of course, the fact that she's... I didn't realise that, actually. No, well, that makes absolutely no difference at all. I've flown and trained of everyone, male, female, and they're all met and have to meet the exacting high standards. Oh yeah, PF was fairly new. Okay, so PIC, pilot command, was probably quite experienced. Yeah, well, obviously investigation will look into what happened with their handling, because obviously coming at that rate of descent, that was inappropriate, but ultimately they should have recognised and recovered or gone around. Most US Embraer pilots are usually a starter aircraft. Interesting. PIC was 5-6 years on type. Yeah, that's sufficient experience. But I'll tell you one thing now I've learned in the last 10 years. Experience isn't and I've said this before, experience isn't necessarily a precursor for ability. Generally speaking, the more experience you gain, the better you become and learn, but have witnessed it, very experienced crew who are perhaps, they're still safe and still operate absolutely fine, but probably aren't as good as even some with significantly less experience. Cool, so plenty of participants in Discord. I see in a stage, which is great to see lots of people taking part. I've just seen your tag, Lauren. Thank you very much showing the Fokker. I'll have a look at that, the F-27. That's a freeware aircraft as well, like you said. Oh, cool. Another point as well, Lauren. Winterops is dangerous by nature. There's no room for complacency. And that's sometimes the biggest risk experience. Absolutely. And complacency is a huge threat. Absolutely. You think you've seen everything, and you definitely haven't. But Winterops is tricky. And actually, in a way, I don't know about the CRJ, but in sort of contaminated runways, we're sort of taught at Boeing you don't want to float, you know, you want a firmer landing. There's a difference between firm and obviously irrecoverable, damaging the aircraft, but sort of you have in your mindset, right, I don't want to float here, I want a good positive contact, so I can get all stopping devices extended, reversers on, stop as soon as possible. And we're sort of always talked about the threats of runway excursions, and controllability on slippery runways. Now 1 hour into the flight, Zibo mod is now performing very well. So the only thing really I noted was the flight director roll command was a little sensitive on the SID. It wasn't too bad. I found that on the Embraer a couple of days ago as well. It was very sensitive in roll. Yeah, performing nicely. Yeah, you'd have to ask the CRJ, but I should think I would say firmer landings encouraged. All landings should be safe, but you definitely don't want to float on a contaminated runway. Tom, you're enjoying the very good ATC. Excellent. Yes, the well, I mean, all controllers we always experience and liaise with are always very good, but New Zealand are up there. Excellent. Talking about that, I'd probably best start setting up for this descent here. You can see the top descent has just appeared on my ND. Let's have a look here. So, top of descent 67 miles in about 10 minutes. So, let's start setting up. Let's go to the descent page, forecast, fetch the winds. Grab the ATIS. 23 left, winds calm, 10k, no clouds, perfect day basically. 17 degrees, QNH is 1020. There we are, 1020 is preset. Let's load in the weather. Perfect, QNH 1020. Executed. Wonderful. Fixing descent, runway 23 left. 10. 4. 3 times height. We're at 37,000 feet, so top of descent's going to be at around 111 miles from the airport. Let's have a look at it then. So, start what to expect the Davy arrival. What Davy was it? I did read it back, but I didn't actually make a note of it. Well, it's not gonna. It could be the Davy 6 Alpha. It won't be the 7 Bravo. It could be the 7 Charlie. I'll confirm. Thanks, Tom. Davy 6 Alpha. I knew that. Just testing you. Thanks.
Go ahead, you're down 304. You're 304 cleared the day. Cleared the Ward 6 Alpha arrival, runway 34.
Perfect. So Davy, 280 knots by ATC. Checks in the FMC. We're then going to Usaku 90. But hold on, let me just make sure I've got the correct one. Davy 6 Alpha, which I did check, I think. We then have Osaku, which is 90 above, but that's by ATC, and we will be anyway. We have Answer, Zorba 6000, checks in the FMC, max 240. Then go to Sabav 4000 feet above 220 knots, and then to MRAG, which is on the extended centre line for 23 left.
Arrival runway 23 left.
Perfect. Looks something like that. Nice straight in approach, basically.
Alpaca 3 Kilo Alpha Tractor.
Well, not straight in, we don't mean most efficient. MRAG, so my operator, we want 180 knots or below, so I'm just going to stick that in here to keep the speed under control. Height restrictions all good, 4,000, 3,000 at MRAG, max 210, I put 180 knots or below, and then it's onto our RESO. What else does it say? Hold at MRAG, airspace... 123.9 at Alpaca 63 November. So thank you very much for helping organising ATC, Tom. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Perfect. That was the guy who organised all the ATC. Very kind of him to give him his time for that. And then on MRAG, we'll brief the ILS 23 left after we've checked in. Auckland Centre, good evening. Alpaca 63 November Zulu, flight level 370, lead box expecting the Davy 6 Alpha.
Alpaca 63 November Zulu, Auckland Control, g'day, when ready, descend to flight level 150.
When ready, descend flight level 150, Alpaca 63 November Zulu. So 150 set, VNAV's arm, so when we approach top of descent, the aircraft will start its descent. Great. Was there anything else on the star to mention? I think that was it really. Descent to agency clear level via published profile. If unable on, I've advised ATC expect vectors. And we've checked the routing as well. ILS 23 left, 199. Active, box 1 and 2. Course is 230. Set once. And twice. High check 5 miles, 1630. It's not in the FMC, that's fine. Just do a high check there. Minimums then for the Cap 1 ILS, 200 feet, 223, the altimeter.
Descent via star to 6,000 feet, information hotel.
Perfect, that is set. Frequencies course is minimums. Put Auckland VOR on standby 14.8. And course is set already, yeah. So, we're going to expect vectors all via MRAG, then we go to a waypoint called a RESO, that's at 2620, which checks in the FMC a RESO 2620. Any point we need to fly the missed approach Toga. Could go around flat 15, set go around first, pause to climb, gear up 400 feet, LNAV, and we'll climb straight ahead to Porrick, max 185, so we'll hold it flat 5, and then we'll make a right turn to Ignis, climbing to 3,000 feet, then vectors. And that's all coded. Beautiful. Let's look at the landing performance then. So landing 2-3 left, we'll take the first convenient right. We've got Alpha 6, Alpha 8. Don't know if any of these are one way, but what's that 11 mean? Wide body aircraft exiting. Okay, that's not going to affect us. So let's take, we'll look at the performance first. So landing, 2-3 left, weather's in. Landing weights, we're going to burn 700 kilos of fuel between now, and we've got 3.3 to divert, so 15 minutes extra. 700 kilos to burn, landing weight's going to be 60.5. And this is showing 60,070, so I'll put the extra weight in for the fuel we took. So 60.5, flat 30, optimum, reverse, yes. Wind light, dry, calculate. So this is showing flap 30, order brake 1. But obviously that's to vacate halfway down the runway. We'll just get flat 30, order brake 3. We know order brake 1's good to stop safely. Flat 30, order brake 3, second descent reverse. And then we'll taxi, vacate right on stand. Beautiful. Oh, chum. Oh, we'll see. 290 below. I'll screw that up. My operator, we used to have 15,000, but now we say, or 24,500, but now we say anytime the seatbelt sign is off, you can't hand fly.
Alpha and tower at 118.7. Thanks for the ATC. Bye. See ya.
Perfect. So this guy's going to take us
Alpaca 6 Golf Foxtrot.
all the way down to tower, by the sounds of it.
Descend Delta C 3000 feet, Alpaca 6 Golf Foxtrot.
Reefers, even if runway's contaminated, if you only want to wreck, it's probably user error. Yeah, I mean, it is going to be pilot error for the reason of this crash. For the CRJ, the Endeavour CRJ. But, yeah. What happened and root cause and why they didn't abandon the approach is what we need to investigate. Andy, you've hit 6,000 hours of active pilot. That's an incredible achievement. I mean, you've got almost as many hours of VATSIM as I have set in this real tin can. I think I'm about 1,500. It's crazy. How many hours have we got now? Let's have a look at my logbook. On aircraft, 6,621 hours and 3 minutes. 1,760 as a TRI. Here's an interesting fact. I nearly have as many hours as a captain as I do as a first officer. So I have, as a first officer, I had 3,003 hours. As a captain, 2,920. So it's 80 more hours, and I'll have had as many hours flying as left-hand seat as I had in the right-hand seat. Well, I should say that as first officer as captain, because I do sometimes train new captains from the right-hand seat now. Beautiful scenery. Glad I didn't stream live time in a night flight. Beautiful. I think that's him. I surpassed 1,000 hours, all the gear and no idea, about a year or two ago, so I'm probably 1,400, I don't know. So VNAV path's holding the speed nice, it'll be slightly below path. Should be bang on that. VNAV path is very good at staying on path.
Alpaca 10 Tango Tango, descend to 4,000 feet. Descend 4,000 feet, Alpaca 10 Tango Tango.
Just past 10 o'clock Zulu, 10 o'clock here in the UK. Already had my breakfast. It's a very zen, chill morning. I've got to clean the rest of my decking this morning, that's my job.
Alpaca 6 Golf Foxtrot,
Jobs for the day.
last 23 left at 11 miles.
Alpaca 6 Golf Foxtrot.
6 Golf Foxtrot's just got established on the ILS at Auckland, very good.
Tower 118.7 Alpaca 6 Golf Foxtrot, thank you, bye-bye.
Passing 30,000 feet. Oops. That should already be at 10, switch to 25 already.
22 minutes until 7,000 feet, Alpaca 0 Pacific. Alpaca 25 kilo, descend 5 star 26, there's a flight to Auckland Hotel, QNH
Awesome.
1020. Descend 5, altitude 6,000 feet and information hotel QNH 1020.
So, inbound Pocom. Oops, where's my navograph gone? Here it is. It's actually not on the arrival chart. I love this overlay feature, it's very cool, but there we are. Oh yeah, there's Pocom. Oh, I'm getting a ding dong. Ah. So this is a message from the Christchurch controller. No problem finding ATC, my pleasure. Thank you very much for having a bunch of very competent pilots flying with you. It makes so much difference, and it's easier on our end. There you go, compliment from the ATC VATSIM controller on all of your realism and professionalism and preparation. They always are very pleased with the progress of Alpaca Airways pilots. Well done, guys. Very good. Makes me feel very proud. I'll show you these kind words. There you go.
Alpaca 10 Tango descent to 3,000 feet. Cleared ILS, DME approach, runway 23.
Almost like a proud father, true.
Descent 3,000 feet, cleared ILS, DME 23 left, Alpaca 10 Tango.
Lee, I haven't landed yet. And guys, if you screw it up, you screw it up. It's all about learning.
Track to Sabaz to join the star. It's Sierra Alpha, Bravo Alpha Victor.
Route direct to Sabaz to join the star. Alpaca 63 November Zulu.
Alpaca 96, Lima Whiskey.
Sabav. Someone mentioned the pronunciation, so we'll go with that one. Bit high. Oh, look at that for an arrival. So this is typical shortcuts when they've got the capacity, so they can start sending us all straight away. So we've got common VNAV. Okay, so what common VNAV modelling is, or the logic with common VNAV is, if you're high on profile, the old logic will go to VNAV path or stay in path and dive. Not anymore. It will go to VNAV speed and pitch with this speed in magenta 273, and it will just parallel the path. So you need to do something about it. You can either increase speed or use speed brake. Most efficient thing to do is increase speed. So let's try 300 knots. That will redraw the path to make it steeper, he says. Now it should do in real life. Why is that not updating the path? Actually stayed exactly the same. Well, I'd anticipate a steeper path, but it looks like it's sticking on the same one for now. But what we'll do, accelerate 300 knots, and then we'll introduce a little bit of speed brake. Everyone, now you know how it is to be a dad. Ah, oh, yes, that proud moment. I'm looking forward to all of these adventures. That's good. Speed brake 300 knots accelerating. That's a realistic rate of descent. Very nice. And then the path's coming back. Seatbelt signs on. And then when you're back on path, it'll automatically transition from speed to path. And then you just stow the speed brake. And that path will come back, because obviously it's based off idle thrust, speed brake stowed, but with the speed brake extended, we've got more drag, so we can achieve a higher rate of descent. Oh yes, X-Plane puts ships in now, doesn't it? There's a ship over there. Beautiful, look at this. Scenery is spectacular. Let's monitor our path. You'll see it go back to VNAV path. And it'll stay in our, because we're on target speed. Here comes the path. Now my operator, when you're within 400 feet, you don't get the digital readout anymore. So get ready for VNAV path. There it is. Slowly slow the speed brake. And 1 to go. Oops, what's going on there with my thrust? It's a bit of noise, I think. Does that sometimes?
Alpaca 63 November Zulu, descent to 6,000 feet. Radar train, Auckland Hotel, QNH 1020.
Send altitude 6,000 feet, QNH 1020, Alpaca 63 November Zulu. Perfect, so 6,000 feet checked. I need to change my settings. So my operator, it'll go 15 knots below target speed, and it should have dealt with that transition well, because I've preset the QNH, and now it has got FMC speed to recover the thrust, but the way it's done that wasn't terribly realistic. Should have been a nice smooth transition, really. So 6,000 feet set, QNH 1020, 15,300 for 6,000 feet, standby altimeter set. So now it's back on path. When it gets back on speed, this should go retard arm again. But it went and added thrust very early. My operator is 15 knots below. I don't know if that's a setting you can change in the tablet. Have a look into it. There we are. There's retard arm again. Oh, Tom, yes, there was a 380 trying to land at Queenstown. Yes, I doubt it was one of our guys.
Area 5.
It's a little ambitious.
You left my airspace. Reported traffic back outside of controlled airspace. Continue with your local traffic 122. Nice, I'd like to terminate on the ground this frequency, good day.
122, mate, good day.
Alpaca 25 kilo, descend to 4,000 feet. Descent altitude 4.
So speed's creeping up. Remember, the aircraft is prioritising path, so if it does increase, just need to monitor it. You usually get the track required message when you're 10 knots above target speed. I haven't received. Generally speaking, though, the path's quite solid. Ruben, you've landed in Auckland. Yes, the controller's well known. Place. Yeah, we should get the drag required message. I need to let Zebo know. I think it's 10 knots above. It's definitely more than 15. There we are, 15. Drag required. Came very late. These green dots represent the decel point, so now we've just passed the first one. It's going to start dialing down to 250. Again, I'll just use a little bit of speed brake just to keep our speed close to the target speed. But it's still following path.
Alpaca 25 kilo, reduce speed 210 knots. Reduce speed 210 knots, Alpaca 25 kilo.
Auckland is on the horizon. Good morning, Toby. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Sorry that you couldn't participate during this group flight. Almost at target speed, so we can think about slowly stowing the speed brake. Beautiful. So let's slowly start the stowing the speed brake. There we go. Good noise again. Perfect. So post cruise checks, fuel 4 pumps, lights on. Angular bank 25, pressurization 3.5 set, belts are on. 118.7, Alpaca 63 November Zulu, good day.
Make a righty turn on Alpha.
Ah, that's the chap. There he is.
On Kilo and go all the way up the top. Gate 1 and 5. It's the very top of Kilo.
No problem, Tom. Hope you can make the next one.
Right hand Alpha, then left to Kilo. Can you please repeat the rest? Alpaca 10 Tango. Yeah, you continue up Kilo. All the way at the top is gate 15. Continue on Kilo all the way to gate 15, Alpaca 10 Tango.
Perfect. Look at this coordination, spacing, very nice.
Hotel Alpaca 30 November Zulu is inbound 23 left. We are 4 miles.
Exceeding M crit. Ah, he's here, yes. Grayson is here. We'll let him respond to this guy, he's just checked in. If he's there. Whilst we do that, we'll just do the approach checklist. We didn't even send checklist as well. After takeoff, we do that. We sort of did that silently, so let's do approach.
Checklist. Altimeters and instruments.
Auckland Tower, Alpaca 30 November Zulu is inbound 23 left, 3 miles.
Just check in.
Approach aid.
Checked and set.
Approach checklist complete.
So approach aids we don't quite have yet.
Stage line 23 left, Alpaca 30 November Zulu.
So
virtually can't. Right. Modest 196 forward. Now, you say you're ready to push, or you're ready to taxi? I misheard.
We're ready to push.
Modest 1964, clear to pushback and
So we cleared for the Sabav transition approach, but we'll probably set a lower altitude. We'll set 3,000 feet, which is the next restriction.
Cleared to push onto Bravo, start, Qantas 1964.
Auckland Tower, hello, it's Alpaca 63 November Zulu, descending altitude 3,000 feet, inbound Sabav for ILS 23 left.
Alpaca 63 November Zulu, get in touch with Auckland Centre 1.
Oh, we're going 10 cents back. He sent me here early. Do you want me to go back?
Oh, really? Did he send you to me? What the hell did he do that for? Alright, continue approach number 2, and you're about 1-2 miles behind the company that's booting down the ILS.
Roger, I'll call you back approaching Emrag, Alpaca 63 November Zulu.
Given me to you a bit early, but that's alright, we can handle it.
Thank you.
63 November Zulu, we actually handed over 30 November Zulu and you went early.
Oops.
Alright, doesn't matter. 30 November Zulu, then it's right.
Did he? I thought he said 63 November Zulu.
Then a righty Alpha, a left on Kilo.
Wasn't it 63?
And all the way up the top of Kilo is gate 16.
Oops.
Apologies, give me that again, 30 November Zulu.
Was it 3-0? Was it? I had to play the stream back. I thought it was 6-3.
A lefty on Kilo, which is the first taxiway left.
But this guy, yeah, would have heard me head over. Never mind. I thought it was a bit early.
Alpha, then first left onto Kilo, then all the way to the top into gate 116.
Yeah, he would have heard this 3-0 November Zulu.
5 Kilo, Auckland Tower.
Alright, I'll stay here. I'll stay here. The other guy's probably controlling me.
Hello to you.
Yeah, we'll ignore that.
2 tree left, cleared to land.
So let's check VNAV anyway, approaching the decel point. This should all be perfect. I should have, I'll message the other controller to say sorry.
He hasn't done the trans test and you only come up from Christchurch.
Sorry for... Oh gosh, all the lights off my keyboard have stopped working. Worst pilot today has been the real one. We won't discuss that. Speed check, flaps 1. I opened the speed window, it's on approach logic. It will stay in path. Perfect. Flap 1. I think it's put me a little bit low on the glide slope. Well, maybe not, I don't know. Flap 1, flap 5, speed checked. We've got the approach aid, India Mike Golf. And flap 5. I'm very curious to see where path puts us.
Qantas 1964, ready to taxi.
There we are. Yeah, Zebra-Mod's been very good today.
Qantas 1964, roll ahead on
Put me very close to the glide slope, very pleased with that. So we'll switch to VS.
A righty right on Bravo Foa. Left on Alpha.
We don't talk about Andy. Alpaca 01, nope, that's not me.
Taxi Bravo 4, Alpha 1 holding point, Brahma 2 left.
Turning final, slowly. I said to controller, just said, no worries, sweet as. Pro chance. I'll contact Grayson and say, look, like I'm checking it again.
I see your text message.
Auckland Tower. Good evening, Alpaca 63 November Zulu, just coming fully established ILS runway 23, and just imagine I didn't make that initial call, please.
Are you really? Probably need to keep the speed up a wee bit. You've got a company right up your chufter. But continue approach number 1.
Continue approach number 1, Alpaca 63 November Zulu, maintaining high speed. 180 knots,
yeah,
fully established.
5 and a bit miles behind you. For some reason, control. Actually, no, they've got them doing it up, so disregard. 63 November Zulu, surface wind calm, 2 tree left, cleared to land.
2 3 left, cleared to land, Alpaca 63 November Zulu. So flap 10, and we'll use that
Kilo, right
parasitic drag of flap 10. Should bring us back to the flap 10 speed before 4 miles.
Where are you going? A lefty left on Alpha. then a righty right on
I'm in
Kilo,
speed brake.
and up the top of Kilo to the left is gate 17.
So flap 10, yeah, there we go, there's the speed reducing. I was going to say it's usually a bit more drag than that, but it seems to be coming in. I love the read back. Perfect read
Glad
back.
you got me okay. And just to confirm, 63 November Zulu, surface wind calm, 2 to your left, cleared to land.
2 to your left, clear to land, Alpaca 63 November Zulu. Perfect, right. Clear to land, put that light on to remind us. Just make sure my thrust lever movement's good. Yes, it is. Right, you know what, let's do some hand flying, it's quite nice. I'll just do a part of the landing checklist.
1964, are you going to be ready to go immediate
Speed brakes.
super
Oh, speed brakes. I had it stowed, I don't know what, there's definitely some noise issue on here.
Because if I don't get you out in between these two airplanes, you're going to be waiting for maybe 15 minutes. So
Okay.
get there, get everything sorted, and ready to go.
Just trying to get him to move on so he doesn't get delayed.
What is 1964? I can do my best. Yeah, that's all you can do, lad.
5 miles. We'll configure it at 4.
No, it's not so bad. So, right, take your time. Yeah, I got the wrong view. Yep, no, take your time.
Right up your chufter, that is terminology I've, yeah, official. I've seen it in Cap 413.
I hate for you to miss something on the checklist and then have a disaster halfway down the runway.
4 miles, gear down, flap 15. And let's do the landing checklist. Ah, where's my...
Actually, November Zulu, I haven't checked that I've
Landing
given you, so
checklist.
shoot your left,
Start
left,
switches.
Good land, Alpaca 63 November Zulu. Is that the third one? Recall.
I'll have a piece of paper and I use a pen.
Speed brake.
Old school.
Landing gear.
Down 3 points. Autoplate 3 set.
Flaps.
I still copy my clearances on pen and paper. That's the way to go.
On.
Yeah, I
Landing
know,
checklist
it's
control.
funny, I do the same thing.
Brilliant. I'm trying to hand fly and have a conversation.
To airline pilot friends of mine.
Wait, you can't beat the old way. Right,
Some things change, however, the basics need to remain.
yes. I'm trying to have fly here and have a conversation. Fairly green light, lights on, checks complete.
What is the 194 short delay for your departure?
Perfect.
Take your time. Hey firm, holding short on the TV left.
Right, checked. 500 continued, checked. Speed's good.
300.
Pitch and power. Once again in the mod is perfection. Handling, perfection. Checked.
Pushing to.
3 reds adjusting.
Yeah,
Continue. Because this default runway, the aiming point's way too before the puppies should be there.
Auckland Tower, hello, Alpaca 3 Kilo Alpha, established ILS 2 to the left, 6 miles.
30.
Check. Hold the altitude. Oh, what's a bit firm, acceptable. Speed brakes up. Reversed. Normal. I checked a little bit too much forward and I let go a bit too much back pressure. 100 knots. 80 knots. 60 knots, cancelling reverse.
November Zulu, I would have thought a 7-3 driver would have been able to pull off at Alpha 6. Are you going to do it? Yes, you are. Righty turn, Alpha 6, then a lefty left on Alpha, then a righty on Kilo, following company up Kilo, and you go all the way up the top and turn slightly left to gate 18.
My brakes from fire, but yeah, Alpha 6, Alpha, righty on Kilo, left, company traffic, stand 18, was that Alpaca 63 November Zulu?
63 November Zulu, A firm, 18, and auto brakes on medium are okay, they won't set on, well, it is a Boeing.
So, alright, I could cook my food on it, that's how hot they are.
Yeah, it's something I got taught many years ago about Boeing auto brakes compared to Airbus. Brake, 3 Kilo Alpha.
Oh, right, Alpha. That's right.
Little for 3 left, Alpaca 3 Kilo Alpha.
Flaps up.
If the 7-3 driver had gone down to Alpha 1, Alpha 8 rather, I would have given you horrendous amounts of crap.
We made it. Brilliant. Right, this is the widest taxi I've ever seen. There's the taxi line. I don't know why I don't have the taxi line here. Left on Alpha. Oh yeah. Oops. Have I gone the wrong way? Right, let's just work out where I am before I get more banter.
Very short final.
I've gone the wrong way. He won't notice.
The arriving aircraft, Qantas 1964.
6-3 November Zulu. I'm proving my professionalism again. I've made a right turn on Alpha. Can I take the next left onto Bravo?
1964, be ready to go immediate-ish.
Alright, I'll be ready to go.
Good boy. Take a 6-3 November Zulu, you went the wrong way. However, if you make the lefty turn right now, that's Bravo 6, which turns into Delta 1, and continue around Delta 1 until you get to the second gate, which is gate 71.
Yes, I was hoping you'd notice that. Next left, Bravo 6, Delta 1 for stand 7-1, Alpaca 6-3 November Zulu. I'm getting banter from you, chat. Oh dear.
Yeah, well, David actually warned me that you're a real life 7-tree driver, and I said, well, I'll have to give him some crap. So typically, for a 7-tree driver, you stuffed it up. However, lefty as you are, straight ahead Delta 1, and then the second gate round behind the company is gate 71.
Perfect. Straight ahead, Delta 1, stand 7-1, Alpaca 6-3 November Zulu. Thank you.
And I'll send you a message about me streaming all this tonight, so you can't hide. Break, Alpaca 3 Kilo Alpha next right is Alpha.
Where's stand 7-1?
A right turn.
I know where I'm going, I know where I'm going, I know where I'm going.
On a Kilo. And then all the way at the top of Kilo, just off to your
right,
left is gate
I can clean up now, I know where I'm going. Flaps up, speed brake stowed. Delta 1, stand 7-1 next to my colleague. I think I didn't realise where Kilo was. I just looked very quickly on my map and saw terminal, domestic terminal. That's what I was aiming for. But now we're okay. This is not amazing. We're going to cut out this part of the stream. Right, so there is routing here. It's not depicted with the default scenery, but I can squeeze behind here. I've got a ding dong from someone as well. He's streaming this as well. Guys, check Grayson's stream out on Twitch. I'll have to pin that.
Runway 23 left, contact departures on airborne.
Good to see you, Matt. Have a damn good flight across the ditch.
Perfect. This probably would be causing issues in real life. Sufficient wingtip clearance, it's fine. Right, stand 71 is here. Perfect. It's the only way in was the way we came. Oh dear. That was hilarious. Oh crikey. I've not done any of my cleanup. I sort of messed up massively by taxiing. Oh dear. I didn't actually brief my taxi and routing, did I? Oh, and he's not happy because I've taxied too far forward. Right, now I'll do the cleanup whilst I'm on stand. 2000 standby. Oh dear. A trim will reset the second AP. You can go on the bus. Oh my days. Shut down the engines. Oh my goodness. Alright, that's set. These can come off. This can go to steady. Probes off. Verify the N2's below 20% before we turn that off. I want to close my flight. Oh, what a day! All I can see in chat is emojis.
Alpaca 96 Lima Whiskey.
My fault completely. So I vacated Alpha 6, and I think if I'd seen that, I would have noticed. But I just saw, oh yeah, domestic terminal. So I'm going to make a right turn. Kilo will be up here, guys. No, Kilo's over here, where this guy has correctly taxied off.
Who's that?
But it did say left onto Alpha. I went right. Oh, my days. This guy is hilarious. Right, I'll run the checklist. This guy's noted the enthusiasm. Is that guy? Oh no, he's just taken off and looking the wrong way. We'll watch Alpaca 96 Lima Whiskey land. Oh my god.
About gonna run out of gates to put you guys at.
Right, let's have a look here. What is a conversation, Chuster, to Nautical Miles? That's brilliant. Love the conversation. Great stream. And then you just guys lost it. Hard landing. Wasn't that hard? Left Alpha. Thanks, Lauren Tom. Unfortunately, I wasn't looking at your chat. Taxi Line is paid subscription. Oh, Taxiway Alpha. It's the old runway 05 left. Got you. But this has been a taxiway for ages, hasn't it? Yeah, you know you're on the left. Go away, guys. We've got to watch this guy's stream later, haven't we? But I'll put this on my screen so you guys can check it out as well. Let's share this here. There we are. So yeah, Grayson New Zealand on Twitch. Go check it out. Right, anyway. We'll watch 6 Lima Whiskey's landing. It's an Airbus, it will be a butter. Did you see any pieces of Challenger on the runway? Kit Kat, what was your landing rate? Wasn't that bad, I'm sure. But look at you all guys here. Filled up the terminal, haven't we? Just default stock Auckland I've got here. Yeah, it doesn't help actually the taxiway and runway have the same concrete slabs. What is this music? I'm not sure. Can't find the follow me car if your life depended on it. Oh, Matt, I could have done with that today. This song is called A Prayer for George. What, a prayer for flight deck to sim? Let's see what this landing rate will be. Oh, I've still got to set up this 777 stream as well for later, but don't forget that will be live at 8 o'clock tonight. I think this is going to be a butter. Yeah, I checked a little bit aggressively to start, and then I was like, oh, release a bit of back pressure, when I probably could have gotten away with the flare I had. Here we go then. So, Alpaca. 96 Lima Whiskey in the A20. It's a Neo, isn't it? A20N. Kit Kat shattered the airframe. I'm sure it wasn't that bad. "10:30 in the morning in my pyjamas. What would the neighbours think?" Here we go. Looking good. Nice flare. Probably flared a bit too high. I don't know. Oh, it's looking buttery. Touchdown. Very nice. Nicely on the nose. Oh, look at the centre line. It's better than my landing. Great on the centre line. This has been clouds ahead of you. Could hide my first Zebo landing in maybe 3 years. It was a greaser. That is how it's done. That was an excellent landing. Just left the tray table out. It did its thing. Beautiful. Well, there we are. Passengers are being offloaded our aircraft. Oh, forgot to do my lights. There's loads I forgot. My taxi flow. I was in tears. Let's see how we did with New Sky anyway. But the Zebo was very good. The VNAV worked quite well. There was a few little quirks, but as ever, it's very, very good.
Alpaca 96 Lima Whiskey vacated Alpha 8.
Alpha 8. No, I didn't make Alpha 6. Oh no, listen, we forgot to start New Sky. Easily done. I've forgotten plenty of times before. Talking about New Sky, let's see how we did. Hopefully I got away with that landing. I did. 10 out of 10. $12,000 made as well. Fantastic. 63 of these I've done. Taxi flow is always a flight deck to cinemism. Yes, it's a bit more laid back, isn't it, than the rest of my flows. No, to be fair, I did most of it. Right then, who would like a chance of winning some giveaways? Yes.
Apologies, yes.
We'll be getting this randomizer up there, guys. Don't go right, whatever you do. Oh dear. So, I've just copied and pasted the list of all participants in today's group flights. There we are, that's the updated list as of just right before the group flight updated everything in MogF booking, so it's been copied and pasted. So as usual, I'll roll this. If you're new to the group flight as well, all participants are entered. from the MogF bookings. The list is randomised twice. We'll just take the top entrant from each one, and then we'll get you one of the giveaways from the whatever you wish for, basically. But I'll get in contact with you in Discord. So let's. Oh no, I haven't got my soundboard ready. I need to get that ready. I always forget to do my soundboard. There we are. So where is it? Oh. This isn't me rigging it, by the way, in the background. It's just my soundboard from my instant sound effects, that's all. Right, let's roll the first one then. So, the giveaway of the first 63rd Members Only Group Flight giveaway is... It's Edo! Edo has won one. Edo, you've won one before, but you do participate in every group flight. There you are, Edo, member and moderator, so definitely rigged. Let's roll it again one more time. This winner is going to be Kit Kat. I don't think you've ever won one before. There we are, proving it's unrigged for you there. Very, very good. There we are. So well done, Kit Kat and Edo. But Edo most definitely deserves winning a giveaway because the amount of moderation he provides and assistance to me is great. So there you are. Well done, Edo, buddy. We'll get you all linked up with the giveaway, and Kit Kat as well. Kit Kat, I think this is your... Are you a new member, Kit Kat, as well? No, you've been a member for a while, but you've definitely not won before, so congratulations to you, Kit Kat. I'll get in contact with both of you at some point today to organise your chosen prize. But there we are. Fantastic group flight once again. Massive thanks to all of the controllers, Grayson most notably there as well, but Tom and also the other controller that provided ATC on the previous sector. That was Fenton, I think it was. So thanks to you guys providing ATC for the group flight if you're happy to watch the stream back as well. And thank you for all of the participants too. Great turnout. Here we all are. Ooh, got a One World Air Berlin Alpaca 71. We don't have an A330-900 model, I guess. But yeah, great group flight again. Great fun indeed. We will then start organising the 64th. It will be the latter end of April, guys, because we're going to have a very busy 4 weeks, as you well found out today, some of you. So yeah, I'll keep you posted with what's what. But I've only got 4 days of work, of which 2 are standby before I start my annual leave and paternity leave. So hopefully all things will turn out well. Listen, 80 was from another planet, smooth, pro, and fun. Absolutely, this is perfection. ATC the way we want it every single time as well. Kit Kat, both of you in voice channel, fantastic. Well, you don't tell anyone that I had it rigged and organised before the stream, please. Thank you very much for everyone as well popping into chat today, keeping me entertained. Great fun, great fun. I hope you enjoy these group flights still. And there's always at least 40-50 of you turning up and chatting away, but always feel free to ask any questions because it's a little bit quieter than the normal stream. If you have any questions, that is. Anyway, we'll take this opportunity to log off. I'll pin Grayson's stream for all of you to watch afterwards in the pinned comment section. There we are, I've just messaged Grayson as well. Cheers, Gary Field, Sim Bear. Oh yes, Sim, you flew... Who did you fly with? You did a shared cockpit, didn't you? And it was great fun. Lee, all the best, Sam, thank you very much. We'll look at a replay as well. Yeah, I nearly chunked it into there as well. It's going to be a firm landing. Perfect, that's done as well. 9-6 Lima Whiskey, and that was with Luke. Fantastic. Oh, that was... Oh, Having Store, was that with you with Simba? I can't remember. No, Simba was with Luke. Got you. Excellent. Perfect. Just talking to Grayson. Yeah, oh gosh, my keyboard's about to go out as well. It's gone dead. Oh! No, it's still working, good. Team Lukey Bear, fantastic. AJ Furnice says, congrats winners, you each win your choice of scenery from Explain Scenery Gateway. And yeah, Zebo mod I can give away to AJ Ferranari. I think that's someone just turned on final, isn't it? I would watch this guys, but I do need to get the 777 stream later, and I do need to go out for lunch, and I've got to get the decking clean. So best of luck, Alpaca 8 Charlie Mike, with the landing. Otherwise, I would love to stay and watch that, guys. But time is of the essence this morning. Anyway, we've just logged off. We'll quit that music here. We'll turn on the replay music, and see our beautiful landing. Wasn't butter, but it was adequate, I think was the word terminology used. Let's have a look and see how we get on with it today. Excellent. I think we're probably about there on the approach, wasn't it? Oh, a little bit further forwards. Oops. There we are. Not bad. We'll ignore the taxiing. Oh, look at the sailboat there. Oh my god, there's ships and sailboats just moving around. Let's have a look at how bad that was. Oh, they've changed the camera effects slightly, haven't they? Yeah, I just let go a little bit of back pressure, which is why... Oh, I bounced! Well, ignore that. I just need to turn Use Sky off. Cool, yeah. This new camera effect's quite cool. So it gives it, makes it look a little bit more realistic, like someone's holding a camera. Yeah, so I flared. Flare was good, but then I released a bit of back pressure because I thought I was a bit aggressive, which meant it was a bit of a firm landing at the end. Whoa. In real life, the aircraft's a bit more settled. You probably wouldn't have got a bounce at that rate of descent. But if the speed brakes are a bit late coming up, you don't dump the lift and it can bounce. I'm going to turn that effect off. There we go. Yeah, with the lift speed brake up like that, they wouldn't have probably bounced. Would have got away with it. Oh, look, there's a Maersk ship. What do they call it in X-Plane? Magic Line, I think. Yeah, there we are. Shipping container. Very cool. Let's have a look from Grayson's perspective. Boing. I love the wings bouncing. Very cool. Superb. Right then, guys, what I'll do, I'll put you back on the approach. A little bit further back so you can enjoy the scenery as we flew in. Yeah, I want to do a VFR group flight at some point here in New Zealand. It's so spectacular, it looks amazing. There you go, we'll start from there. Well, that's it today, guys. Thank you very much for participating and being involved in chat in another members only group flight, our 63rd. As I said, next we'll plan 64th to be in latter stages of April, if that's okay, because I've got a busy month ahead. I've got a weekend, it's the weekend for Across the Pond, and we'll think of somewhere where to go and where to take place. But once again, thank you very much for your continued support as members, always appreciated. I hope you're enjoying your time as members. If you have any feedback, I'm always open to potentially trying some new things as well. The stage events have dried up again, but I do hope to do some more in the not too distant future. But thank you again for your continued support. Always feel free to tag me in Discord if you have any questions. Right, guys, that's it. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I hope to see some of you during the Flight Factor event tonight at 2000 Zulu. Otherwise, enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you all again later. Take care, guys. Bye-bye. Wrong button.